4 years, 5 months, 15 and a half days. That is how long ago this began. This absolute unbridled journey that no one could have ever seen blossoming into what it has become. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, hello, and thank you for joining us for the final race. The final race in the NASCAR Thunder 2004 100% race length career mode as Tony Raines on Legend difficulty. And this is it. This is it. It all comes down to 10 points. And according to how the points format worked back in 2003 when this game came out, but in 2005 as well, when this is taking place, we have to beat Dale Jr. to win this championship. But not only do we have to beat Dale Jr., we have to beat him in convincing fashion. If I finish behind Dale Jr., I lose the championship. Tony Raines loses the championship. But if I win the race and lead the most laps, no matter what happens, Tony Raines will win the championship. And you can kind of see it behind the standings, but we're throwing it all the way back. We are throwing it all the way back to the beginning. The original Tony Raines paint scheme, and it actually kind of fits with the Georgia Power logo, which is kind of amazing, if you ask me. That's kind of awesome, actually. It's not Kmart, but you know what? Not everything can be as perfect as you want it to be. And before we even get started, I do want to make one quick announcement before we even begin anything, as we put on this brand spanking new chassis. It's a 8271, could be better. We got a brand spanking new engine. That's a 7978, but we have a body to change the universe. We have a Speedway body, 7175, car rating is 79. I have one announcement to make, and it is that I have officially quit the hotel. I am no longer a hotel employee.
How much
In
does
fact,
it
I have not been a hotel employee for about a month now. Was my last day.
Thank you for becoming a member.
So
Sucked me really hard.
This is the
What
end
the
of an
fuck?
era in more ways than you could ever imagine. Also, thank you for all the member messages.
How much does it
Which I believe is all we've gotten so far, but thanks to being members once again.
Thank you for becoming
Adam
a
Peel.
member. Sucked
Adam
me
Peel's
really
been a member
hard.
for 29
What
months.
the fuck?
The longest lasting member on the channel, even though I think Luis was longer, but he's never around because he actually has a life. But thank you, Adam Peel, for being a member for 29 months. Thank you, JD Land, for being a member for 24 months. In fact, the 24 gets you the new logo, which is the classic Kamikaze Games lightning bolt logo. Thank you for that. Travis Knoll's been a member for 19 months. Thank you. And Yoshi's been a member for 20 months. And you have not been a moderator on this channel for 4 years as well. Can you believe it? Dale Jr. got the pole. We're gonna have a 21 on that. Suspension -1. Nothing else has changed. Can you believe that Dale Jr.'s on the pole? So, if Dale Jr. leads a lap, and finishes second, but I lead the most laps and win the race, I believe we'll tie. Now, according to logic, I have more wins than Dale Jr. I should win the tiebreaker, but I don't know. I've never tied in an EA NASCAR game, so I don't know if it actually understands tie logic. I mean, everything else is pretty good in here, but if I don't want Dale Jr. to lead any laps, so if we could get the pole, that would be excellent. 16th is not the pole, actually. I must say, 16th is not quite the position that I was looking to get on that lap right there. So, could we please get a pole? That would be exquisite. Exquisite would be the word that I would use to describe that. We are immediately dug into a hole that we don't need to be in if Dale Jr. leads a lap. So, coming to the line. Final lap of qualifying and Tony Raines. What's it going to be? Oh, yeah. Calling your shot. Tony Raines calling a shot. You love to see it. You've been here since the first 2004 challenge run. I would love to hear in the chat just how long everyone's been around, and I do want to honor everyone that we've lost so far. 4.5 years is a long time, and I just want to honor everyone that has come and has gone over the history of this playthrough. I want to specifically thank Ivan Dominguez or Sprinter Black.
Been a long drive, Andre. Good luck and Godspeed.
From the internet one day. Just a shame. He was very good. He gave me a lot of donations, but like at the same time, he was just a great person to see in the chat every stream. Clayble's here. I know you're celebrating your girlfriend's birthday today. I appreciate you coming out for this. Top 3 in points, starting in the top 3 spots. You can't write this. You're not wrong. Jeremy Isley, thank you for the 2. Been around since 2015. Hell yeah. Been watching since the first failed attempt. Yep. Jose, I recognize your logo anywhere. Game and Collies at the gym, like always. Good man. I hope everyone checked out his Driver 3 video from yesterday or either the day or the day before. 10 out of 10 content. I mean, this dude is pumping out like the best content on this website. I'm not even kidding. Like, I 100% endorse Race and Collie and Game and Collie. Yeah. But, oh, Clayble's gonna be here all race. That's good. That's good. Thank you all so much for coming out. We've got 51 viewers in the race.
I've been around since 2015. Lol.
I mean, that's enough bloviating. We've got 3.5 hours to bloviate. One last call from MRN. One last call. What do they have to say?
Welcome to the Homestead Miami Speedway for today's NASCAR Winston Cup race, the Ford 400. Barney, with this being a fairly new racetrack, these drivers don't have the notes to look back on like they do at other racetracks. What do you think we'll see in this one?
Well, Joe, this track has changed a lot this year. It's still wide, but they've added banking to the turns. Used to be very flat here, so these drivers probably will spend the first few laps getting accustomed to the new design.
The 174 car is always near the front at these speedways.
Well, that's right, and I think he will have an excellent run in this one as well. I spoke to the crew chief this morning, and he assured me that they have a very fast hot rod.
In 1993, Bobby Labonte finished second to Jeff Gordon in the Rookie of the Year battle.
You know, that's a pretty good rookie class. At first, Gordon's accomplishments overshadowed Bobby's, but Labonte had been a solid contender for the title in each of the last few years.
McMurray moved up to Winston Cup after having an impressive year in the Busch Series in 2002.
He picked up a couple of wins and finished 6th in the points last year, plus he did an admirable job filling in for Sterling Marlin in some Cup runs.
Net him with the birthday luck. Thank you for the birthday luck. National anthem. Oh my goodness gracious. And a B-2 stealth bomber as the final plane. Yes, this is the track that should be the finale everywhere. And we gotta beat Dale Jr. and there's just simply no other front row. Simply no other front row could have come from this. I mean, the only other one could feasibly be Anthony Wayne Stewart, but he's just been a no-show this season. So it's got to be me and Dale Jr. The top 2 in the points, the top 2 in the qualifying. Glad they didn't miss up Kurt's stats. True. Michael Waltrip with a good qualifying position. My former boss. Seeing me off, but he's lined up behind Dale Jr. We all know where his support is.
Corbin Forrester.
We got Andy Orton
Forrester
here.
out front of that 7 truck.
And there he is, starting ninth.
Best
The
wishes
man,
to
the
you
myth,
on
the
your
legend,
next endeavor,
the
and I
man
can't
that
wait to
flipped
see
this
what the
entire
future
series
holds.
upside down by just winning every race all the time. Anthony Wayne Stewart starts ninth for the final event. Jimmy Johnson, Robbie Gordon, Daytona 500 winner, Robbie Gordon, lining up in that row. It would be incredibly lame if Dale Jr. blew up, you're not wrong. It looks like Adam Peel gave me 7, thank you for the 7. Go kick some ass, thank you. Thank you so much, it is indeed the end of an era, Adam. It is the end of an era for everyone. Johnny Benson, 2005 Infineon winner Johnny Benson, lines up in row 9. Ricky Rudd, Joe Nemechek. They're also in the field, I guess. Ricky Rudd was a championship contender for a while. Elliott Sadler, Steve Park, they did very little this playthrough. The only thing Steve Park did was get in my way while he was a teammate. Good starting spot for Christian Fittipaldi, who I believe has a win in this playthrough. Starts next to Dale Jarrett. Jeff Green, Kenny Wallace, a couple of legends. Kenny Wallace not qualifying well in the final race. Jamie McMurray once again. Jeff Burton. I'll never forget him winning at Darlington.
How much does it
cost?
$2.99.
Will I make a best
Hi,
moments
Tails.
compilation
Thank
video?
you for becoming a
That's
member.
so hard to do because
Something
these
really
streams are
hard.
so long and finding
What the
them. And
fuck?
I've already, I know a bunch of good moments, but I forgot where they're at. But maybe I will. Thank you for being a member for 16 months, Braden Taylor. Jerry Nadeau, Stanton Barrett took over for Kyle Petty a couple of years back. He's still hanging out in the back half of the field. Casey, 3-time winner, I think. Either that or 2, but he's got multiple wins in this playthrough. He starts alongside Greg Biffle. Kennedy in the 144. That's the car that I drove in the NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup playthrough. Brett Bodine, 2-time Martinsville winner Brett Bodine, starts alongside the psychopathic murderer Ashton Lewis. Hermie Sadler, and the worst qualifier in the history of this game, Terry Labonte, starts in the paint scheme of the first car that I gave away as a diecast, and the final starter in the 43-car grid for the 2005 Ford 400 is Jeremy Mayfield. And I have seen those new mods. Yep, we have plenty of time to talk about things, but what we need to do is focus on this start, because I can't let Dale Jr. lead a lap. Otherwise, we're in trouble. So with that being said, thank you all so much for coming out. This is only the start of the race, and to have 56 people viewing already, it means a lot. So without further ado, we have 267 laps ahead in the 2005 Ford 400. And I did not get out ahead of Dale Jr. That's not good. Come on, car. Okay, so we need to get in behind him and draft. The car is going to be very overpowered in the draft because it's a speedway body. Oh, I think I'm up the track. Can I get there? Oh my goodness, I did not think I was going to pass him. Laying down the gauntlet, throwing it down. We're going to lead lap number 1 after getting past. Thank you for the 5, Flair OG. That is definitely what helped me get the lead back. You got to work tomorrow. So do I. I have to be up at 5, so I want to get through this as fast as possible, even though we've done a lot of sentimental stuff here at the start. But I'm an incredibly sentimental person, so it's very difficult for me to not do that. Leading the race, and Dale Jr.'s falling back to 3rd. That's the best thing that can happen. The best thing that can happen is someone else running 2nd, so that if I do get passed for the lead, we'll be fine. We'll not be fine, but we'll be in better shape, and hopefully not have to worry about pit stops, because I'm assuming we're going to have worse fuel mileage. I did do a practice race all the way back like a day after doing the previous stream, so I got an idea of what fuel mileage is going to look like. I'm just hoping that we don't have to worry about that. Alright. Anyway, thanks for the 5. I didn't read the whole chat, but I will remember to read super chats during pit stops. So anyway, yeah, if you missed the start of the stream, I've officially quit the hotel. After 5 years in the hospitality industry, it's given me the patience of a saint. But after all that time of putting up with everything and just seeing how everything, like, just experiencing what it's like to be like a manager at a hotel, it's just like, I just realized that that is not what I wanted to spend the next 40 years of my life doing. So I have indeed moved on. I've been working at this new job for a while now, and I'm just happy to leave the hotel behind. I'm just happy to forget about it. That's just me, though. And yeah, I do want this final race to be on a Friday. Like the
I got to work
traditional
tomorrow, so
Friday
if I'll
night
be able to
streams,
stay for the
like,
whole
that meant a
stream,
lot to
but
me.
I'll leave this here one last time.
Like having a
Tango
consistent
down.
schedule on Fridays, just so that I wasn't A, not getting in anyone else's way, and B, gave everyone the ability to know that, hey, if I don't upload on Friday, I'm probably streaming. So you best to make your time, and then like it's the weekend, you know, it's the weekend. This should be the happiest time of the week. Everyone should be in good spirits. You got the next 2 days to, well, I mean, if you're like under 18, you got the next 2 days to, you know, just enjoy your fucking life while you can. Shit. Anyway.
How much does it
We're doing all right.
cost?
Prayers for John Force, not wrong, Ledoux.
I'm
Thank you for
Tails.
being a member for
Thank
28
you for
months.
becoming a member. Sucked me really hard.
Thank you,
What
Ledoux,
the
for
fuck?
always being. That's another one that I forgot to mention at the start. Ivan Dominguez, we lost. Leduc's not around very often anymore, but every time he pops up, I appreciate it every time. Last in retail longer than you? Well, yeah, the service industry is just not. It's not safe. I don't want to reveal what my job is. I feel like I revealed too much saying that I would even work for a hotel. I know there are some certain types of individuals out there that like to pry into histories of people such as myself and try to ruin my life. So it's happened more than once. So yeah, I'm kind of done talking about it. I'm kind of done talking about that kind of stuff. But thank you for the well wishes. The Bison 6 Cinnamon Jamestown. You got it. Actually, never mind. He got it. Adam Hunberg got it. And that's another one that I haven't seen for a while. Fucking reveal. Did I get a goodbye party for leaving the hotel? I didn't. I didn't request one, though. Everyone was very, very sad to see me go. I had some people literally begging me to stay, and I'm not even saying that just to, like, you know, toot my own horn or anything, but, like, I literally had people like, please, don't leave. God, and don't leave. Do anything but leave. And it's just like, I'm sorry, but if you hate it so much, you can leave too. I didn't think I could leave. I thought I was going to be stuck there for a long time. That's why I came to this town, was that hotel. You know. I was so afraid to change. Especially, you know, not knowing if what I went into next would be, you know, if I would hate it more. You know, regardless of, like, pay or, like, insurance benefits. Like, what I was most afraid of is that I was going to jump to a new career, get stuck doing something that I hate, and then, like, have to go crawling back to the hotel. Like, it really wasn't even having to go crawling back to the hotel, but it was just the fact that if I left and I didn't do it right, I wouldn't be able to go back. So then I'd be super screwed. I wouldn't be able to get that job that I had that was familiar. And I understand the ins and outs of, and have, you know, spent the last 5 years of my life trying to, you know, situate and try and figure out, you know, and what I expected to see myself doing for the rest of my life, you know? But it's just sometimes change is a good thing. Change can be scary, and you might not want to wade into unfamiliar waters, but sometimes it really is the thing that you gotta do. Anyway, we are absolutely destroying the field right now. It really must be said. We're 2 seconds ahead, and Dale Jr.'s falling back, which is the best thing that could possibly happen. Kurt Busch running good up in third. Did John Laurinaitis wish me the best in my future endeavors? True. Afraid he did not. Thoughts on Truex retirement. So that is a thing that happened like right after the previous stream, and Well, I mean, it was like the rumor mill was really swirling back when it was going on. And honestly, I've had some time to really reflect on Truex. I really have. And when it comes to doing, you know, the thing that you know, it's the same exact thing that I was saying. Like, it's a different perspective for someone like Truex, who's young. You know, he's what, 44? He just turned 44 last week or 2 weeks ago. One or the other. I think it was last week exactly, 7 days ago. The point is that, you know, he, you know, could come back and race more if he wanted to, but he's really accomplished everything that you need to. And like, it's the same thing as me, like, scared to go and do something else, you know, something unfamiliar. I'm sure it was a difficult decision. I'm sure it's been a difficult decision every year for him. But ultimately, Kurt Busch to second. What a legend. Honestly, what a god. What an actual god. Kurt Busch up here in second. Honestly, like I've been saying for a while, he is at the absolute peak of his game. He's 44 years old and he's driving the best that he has. And this year's been kind of shit, but, you know, he should have 6 wins. Darlington, Richmond, Dover. Just off the top of my head, he should have probably won Bristol too. He should have won Infineon. He should have won every goddamn race this year. The point that I'm trying to make is that he's at the top of his game, and he could very well win the championship this year if NASCAR lets him. If, like, whoever's running 35th, 7 laps down lets him. But at the same time, he spent how much time while Sherry Pollux was, you know, dying of cancer? He spent how much time away from Sherry at the track? And I mean, Sherry hung out a lot, but when she was in treatment, she couldn't be at the track. Like, really, is racing the thing that Truex cares about the most? Ultimately, what I want, I don't care at this point whether or not Truex wins another championship. And in a way, I honestly don't care if he wins another race. What I want is for him to be happy. I want him to spend whatever years that he has left, and he's young, probably going to live another 50 years if the world survives. He's got plenty of time to do everything that he's always wanted to do, that's racing has been in the way of. He's going to have the opportunity to do that. He's going to be able to step away from the sport without, you know, putting for a brain like Dale Jr. You know, he's going to be able to walk away from the sport in better shape than Kurt Busch. He's going to be able to step away from the sport on his own accord. It's just, you know, like I said, Kurt Busch. Kurt wants to race. He still wants to race. He'd still be racing, probably, if not for what happened. But Truex has the ability, after a bunch of hard hits, like when I went to Circuit of the Americas and he got run over in the rain, if that had been in the next-gen car, I think he probably would have been severely injured. And the fact that he's going to be able to walk away in good health, and he's got the next 50 years to look forward to, that makes me happier than any amount of race wins or any amount of championships, whether the format is shit or not. That's ultimately what I care about. I want him to have a good, long life. So anyway, yeah, that's my opinion on Truex retiring. And yes, JC, we are indeed owning the competition. It wasn't perfect. I got passed on the opening lap, so yeah. But hey, 23 laps in, we're approaching 10%. We're approaching 10% of the way into this one. Kurt was closing for a couple of laps, so yeah. That was a decent speech, I will say. I will give myself props for that one. I did not prepare that one ahead of time. So, I will give myself a pat on the back for that one. Now Briscoe taking over. Honestly, on one hand, he was already going to be my favorite driver after Truex retired. Now he's literally going into the same car like, I don't even need to change merch. I don't even need to change merch. I had to change merch more when Truex went to Gibbs. I can just keep the same fucking hat. I'm gonna change shit. Hey, RKD is here. Hey, I forgot to mention in the list of people that I forgot about. You know, Ivan was here during the streams, but like RKD has been around, well, he was around all the way since I want to say 2014. And I know that I've said some things, and we have some very significant political differences between us, but I appreciate that you came out and at least commented in the chat. Because RKD was one of the only people that was around back in the glory days of this channel. And I mean glory days as in 2015 when I had no viewers. And I knew the name of every single person that commented every week. So to see him back here just once, in spite of everything that's happened over the years, I still appreciate you. And I'm sorry that things got bad for a while. But I'm a terrible person, so what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? 10% of the way through this race, only 90% of this race left. Kurt's closing. It really must be said, Kurt's closing. You've been doing a DNF season? Hey! Casey won the 500, hello! And Ward won the next race. Hey! That's a good season. Am I still doing the 10-minute thing? Could you be more specific, please? I think I know what you're talking about, but there's very, very good chance that it's longer than 10 minutes. So, yeah. I might have to focus for a couple of laps just to see if I can stay ahead of the field. Kurt's coming, he's too good. I'm telling you, man, he's too good. He is simply too good. We will catch traffic, and I'm not sure, I don't know how traffic works at this track. Because, you know, Atlanta's interesting where they kind of run the second lane up, even when they're high in the pack. So they kind of get caught on lap cars easier. I'm not sure what's going to happen at this track. There's just so many unknowns when we come to Homestead in this game. Yes, JC, I am doing that. Yes, JC. This stream feels like when Winston Siggs left NASCAR. Yeah. Sure does. Sure does. Also, I'm on top messages right now, so if I miss your comment, I'm sorry, but I'll have to remember to change that during pit stops. Do I think Ryan Preece will have a good Cup ride next year? I don't really think anything's opening up for him. If by some sheer miracle he ends up maybe at Front Row Motorsports, because they have a couple of sponsors there that I could see, and then like Harvick could maybe possibly help out with KHI and whatever. But what my guess is that he ends up probably either part-time in Xfinity or maybe at Thor Sport in the trucks. What I really hope is that Ty Majeski finally moves up and that leaves an opening for Preece at Thor Sport. Anyway, the first lap car of the race is the 144. Yeah, I also remember your first stream, Clable. Do another spicy food thing. I did have an idea for a new the next spicy food video. Everyone suggested it in the comments section, and the thing is that I only wanted to buy food that you could get at a gas station, and then I found that at a gas station, so I was like, there's distinct possibility that this video happens. Distinct. Yeah, Haas is keeping a charter, and it is 99 point. Could you not hit the wall, please? 99.9% sure that that is going to be for Cole Custer, but you never know. Crazier shit has happened. Anyway, I might lose the lead to Kurt Busch. So, yeah. Have I watched The Sign? What is The Sign? Did it open up my eyes? I don't think I've seen The Sign. I watched a couple more horror movies on Netflix, though. That was fun. Ish. I watched the, what's the Bye Bye Man. I watched that movie. Oh, shit. NASCAR 25 schedule. I don't really know anything about that. People are saying that, like, Montreal and Mexico City would be coming in, and it's like, you know, that'd be neat. I don't remember Mexico City actually being that good. Are there even any streams of that race on YouTube? I definitely did not watch those races live. Oh, Bluey. Yes, I watched that episode on release. Thank you, Brian Griffin, Family Guy fan, for the clarification. Because I am literally the stupidest person ever. You really could have been more specific, though. Yep.
How much does it
Come, Kazaki's membership
cost?
$2.99. Average NASCAR radio standard
Tails,
true.
thank you for becoming a member.
Lyle Bailey has been a
Really
member for
hard.
24 months
What the fuck?
and has achieved the classic lightning bolt badge. Thank you for being a member. Do I think I could beat Biden in a presidential race? I don't know. I could be a firebrand if I really wanted to, but like, you know, I've got absolutely no political capital, so afraid I might not be on the short list of potential. I mean, if the Democrats want to sub anyone in, sure, I'll jump in. I'll sabotage the party from within, sure. That'd be fun. Yes, please, please, Trump Tulsi ticket. Please. As cool as it would be for the North Dakota governor to be the vice president, no, Tulsi. Give me Tulsi. See, the thing about Montreal is that it has hosted a bunch of really good bush races, nationwide races. And I think it has a potential to be a kind of Road America type race. Because Road America in the Xfinity Series used to be the race to watch every year. Every year, that was the race to watch. Even the year that Larson and Gibbs were the ones that were battling for the win. That was still great. I think Montreal has the potential to produce that in 2025. So, kind of hope that happens. I think everyone's saying that the big schedule changes aren't going to come until 2026. Because the rumor is that the finale is going back to Homestead in 2026. And then things are going to get real weird on the schedule. So, who knows? We just have to wait and find out, I guess. Don't worry about Dale Jr. until lap 200. Just focus on the race. True. And if I can lead the most laps before then, that'd be even better. But we've led every single lap so far. 41 laps completed. Blessed number of laps completed. Your roommate gifted you NASCAR Heat 5. Do you hug him and serve him with an OP? I don't know. That's a coin toss right there. To the H. You know, honestly, it would be really funny if both of them died. Like, I don't care if that gets me put on a watch list. If both Trump and Biden were to no longer be alive tomorrow, that would probably be funny. The antics that would ensue would be pretty legendary. Okay, it looks like I will not be leading every lap in this race, and Dale Jr.'s closing. Okay, it might be time for me to stop looking at the chat for a while and start focusing. I need to find a topic in the chat and stick with it for a few minutes. How close are the points to Dale Jr.? Dale Jr. came into this race with a 10-point lead. So if we finish in the top 5, if both me and Dale Jr. finish in the top 5, I either need to finish 2 positions ahead of him. Well, actually, at this point, it'd be 1 position ahead of him. Or 2 positions ahead of him if he leads a lap. 3 position if he leads the most laps. And if I finish behind Dale Jr., I've lost the championship. And if Dale Jr. leads the most laps, but finishes second and Tony Raines wins, it's a tiebreaker. And I don't know how this game is going to do that. I think I'm right. If Dale Jr. leads the most laps, I think it's his championship, right? Because it was 175 for the win, 180 for the laps that I've led. Dale Jr. would get 185, so he would win by 5. He would win by 15 points. No, he would finish second, get 170. We would tie. So actually, I might have done my math wrong here. 10 bonus points for me leading the most laps, which is how we get the tiebreaker if Dale Jr. leads no laps, right? Right? Please tell me I'm right. I'm so confused right now. I think Ryan Newman's faster, guys. We'd have to go to a tiebreaker race, car style. True. I'm not really driving very well right now. I'm kind of playing very casually at this point. I should maybe try focusing. Okay, so sitting right here, I would gain 5 points on Dale Jr. for being 1 position ahead of him. But I would also gain 5 bonus points for leading the most laps, which would tie it, or leading 1 lap, which would tie it. Then, if I do get past Newman and lead the most laps, I would beat him by 5 points as it stands now. So really, we just need to lead the most laps and win, honestly, is kind of what we need to do. That just really would just solve everything, honestly. Okay. Car's not turning. We are dying, as it turns out. Car is dying. Dying is a good way to describe the situation. And there's still a lot of laps left in this run, so that's concerning is a good word for the situation. Yeah, this is why the Final Four is better. Just finish ahead of the other guys. Fuck the laps. Who cares? Who needs laps? Thinking of getting a Kuromi tattoo. Did I pronounce that right? I'm not enough of a weeb to know any of this, so I'm sorry. I cannot help you on that home front. Newman took the lead. Dale Jr. still behind me. Newman is very fast. Like, even now, I'm actually kind of trying. I'm still glancing at the chat, but I am kind of trying. Oh, we're all the way up the track. But interestingly, it's kind of weird. Progressive banking at this track is actually kind of good. Turn 1, you pretty much always want to be on the bottom, but you can make the top work. Like if you take a line that leads to you using the progressive banking, it's actually kind of decent. Like I've got a solid drive off the corner there. Like now we're really taking the top line. Like I'm committed to this top. And we got a real good run off the corner here. 1.8 back from Newman. My thumb's already hurt. Oh my god, the car doesn't turn. Oh, the car's so bad. Why? Why, game? Why are you doing this? Please. Yeah, game loves OP Newman. Hey, to be fair, he was doing his OP 2003 season whilst this game was happening. But like, when the game came out, he only had like 3 wins on the season, right? He didn't like start winning a bunch of races until like the final 10 races, I'm pretty sure. Yes, I've been hearing a lot of good things about the Thunder 04 mod. And I'm so, you have no idea how happy I am that someone's finally tackling it. After all these years, we've got a real Thunder 2004 mod thing happening. Game's 20 years old and we're finally getting this. Finally getting this. Okay, so the thing about Homestead is that the AI take the access road to pit, but you, the player, don't have to do that. So that's cool. Okay, so I think I'm going to pit every 57 laps. It really must be said, no one else has pit. Nobody else has pit yet. That's not cool, actually. Not cool. Oh wait, hang on. Is that the 9 pitting? No, it is in fact not the 9 pitting. It is in fact lap traffic going 3 wide in front of me and slowing me down. That is what's happening. Yeah, they're taking it easy on me by going 3 wide in front of me. Yes, yes indeed. Thank you.
The 19 car is outside. Okay, we're clear.
I think in my practice race we found that I found that you can go 59 laps on fuel. I'm gonna try and do that, but if I run out, I mean, that might be championship. But if I go every 59 laps, oh, we'll be able to make it to the end of the race, so that's what matters. Kevin Grubb, can you not? Can you not? Okay.
Number 8 is going high.
Can the number 8 not go high? Well, actually, never mind. Go high as much as you want. It's just don't try and pass me on the bottom.
Clear on both sides.
Alright, so it appears that no one else is going to pit. So that's great. Okay, well, that is a good save is what that is. Okay, well, that's a championship winning save if I've ever seen one, and we're out of gas. Okay, well, you know what?
Got one outside.
Really, I got no one to blame but myself for this one.
Hold it steady. 3 wide. If he wasn't so friendly, he'd be
Okay, so as it turns out, we're going to be pitting without any fuel. Okay, so as it turns out, 58 laps. 58 laps. I'm going to put a little bit of PSI in, and I'm going to take out some wedge. Hopefully that makes the car drive better. Ow, my thumb is not in good shape. Every 57 laps, we would have been fine. That's frustrating. Whatever. We've got the entire race to recover, so... We've got the entire race to recover. The pit crew's having a good stop. We'll be fine. Everything's fine. We've got the whole race to recover, alright? Don't, Jarrett. Please give me... No, Jarrett? Okay. I really did not want to take this access road coming back up the track, but Jarrett forced me to. Alright, everything's fine. Everything is fine. Pit crew was perfect. Haven't said that a lot in this game. Okay, so as it turns out, we will be pitting every 58 laps. 58 laps. So that math, 116 is the next stop. Oh, and lap 174 would be the third stop. You're kidding me. You are kidding me. Alright, question. Dale Jr.'s led a lap, hasn't he? That's awesome. Alright. So Dale Jr.'s led a lap. That's bad. That's very bad, actually. That's very bad. I don't really know how else to describe it other than very bad. Okay, so that changes everything. Dale Jr. now has 5 bonus points that I cannot take away from him. He's got those points till the end of the race. Till the end of this game. So now we just need... So now I really need to lead the most laps. I really need to get the lead back. Losing all that time was not helpful. The word I would use, well, the 2 words that I would use is not helpful. You want to know what else isn't helpful? These fucking guys just being in my way. Can y'all not? Can y'all please not? Move. Is that Dale Jr. up there? If it is, that's actually awesome, because that would help me out a ton. Or maybe he's pitting right now. Okay, he's pitting right now. He got a bunch of laps led. I mean, if he leads the most laps, he's probably going to win, which is the worst case scenario here. So. Alright, Burton. You being a logo ally? 66 logo ally, and he's blocking me off of the fucking track. Are you kidding? Alright, question. Where is Dale Jr. at? Has he rejoined the track? Is he coming off the pit lane right now? Where's the 8 car? Where is that him? That is him right there. Now he's going to have way fresher equipment than me, which is annoying. Annoying is a good word, but yeah, pretty much. I just need to do better, basically. I just need to do better and pit without running the car out of gas. Okay, Ryan Newman has a massive lead. Okay, something tells me if there's no caution, Ryan Newman will be winning this race, which is, you know what? That's fine. That is okay. But if Newman wins, I need to finish 2nd. Dale Jr. needs to finish 4th. Oh, if he finishes 3rd, he will win the championship by 5 points. Really, he needs to finish 5th. But he's behind Kurt right now. We need Kurt to do good. We need Kurt to do good. Oh my God, Newman is so far down the road. Fuck. Alright, well. Shit. Okay, well that certainly does make this a little bit more on the complex side. I was really hoping that I would at least be good enough to win or lead the most laps. But we are instead 6 seconds behind Newman, who probably has fresher tires than me. I just kind of have to hope that this adjustment helps the car on the long run, because it looks like we don't really have second wind. Kevin LePage, not Kevin LePage. Chase Montgomery is going to block me off the track as a lap car because he's a dick. 200 to go. 200 laps remain in the NASCAR Thunder 2004 100% race length career. I'm closing. I just made up 3/10 that lap. Now, hold on. Hold on. Let him cook. Let him cook. Especially with Dale Jr. leading a lap, we really need to get the most laps led bonus just to be able to have a little bit of, you know, extra points in the old pocket. Pain. Octa in need. That is a meme that has come to prevalence in the time since the previous stream. Also, Casey. 2-time Cup Series winner, Casey Mears. Yep. Yep, indeed. So it definitely feels like we got a really good car at the start of a run, or maybe that's just because this adjustment was actually really good and is helping us out a lot. Okay, Casey, please give me room. Thank you, Casey. I love you. Kiss, kiss. Oh! Slide job! Slide job! No, he passed me back! Are you insane? Are you insane? I did not just get passed back by Casey Mears in NASCAR Thunder 2004. That is not a thing that just happened. this game kind of does implement dirty air, because if you're in the draft of another car in the corner, it gives you an arbitrary speed boost, which pushes you can I talk, please? Which pushes you up the track. It's a little known mechanic because it's so very minute. And also, like, as the car, like, you only really notice it in, like, 10% races when you're actually racing people a lot. Because your tires wear a lot faster. So that makes it a lot more prevalent. So, like, 1 minute you're going through the corner normally, and the next you're just pushing all the way up the track. Well, the draft actually benefits that. And apparently NASCAR 15 did that as well, which is kind of amazing. So yeah. Yeah, Dale Jr.'s closing, by the way. I mean, he's moving up. I don't know if he's closing on me, but he just passed Kurt for third. Kurt for third. And we're still closing on Newman lap by lap, so... Really, I just need to keep, like, drafting these Stanton, do you mind? Do you mind?
He's willing to work with you as long
He's willing to work with me, he says, as he blocks, just straddles the middle lane all the way down the backstretch. Like that lap. Closed in another 2/10 on Newman. Oh, fuck my ass. Dale Jr. also closed in 2/10. You've got to be kidding me. You can't script this. You really can't script this. This has to be the most when I said in the announcement video that this was going to be the most insane finale to anything you've ever seen, I was just talking out my ass to promote the event. But no, you literally cannot script this. He's closing. Earnhardt is closing. How? 74 laps completed. Thank you for me not noticing that. Thank you for tuning into the stream, Team Red Wolf. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into the stream today. Can we get 74 viewers? I'm closing on Newman. That's what I care about right now. And Newman has fresher tires than me. So being this much faster on a tire differential is making me feel pretty decent. Oh, the car's getting loose, though. Car's pretty loose. Have I told the crew chief to shut up yet? I was going to try to go this whole race without doing that, but we'll see. We'll see. I was going to try and get this entire race with no visual damage either. And we made it 77 laps in, so, you know, we're really closing in on Newman. He did not get around that lap car very well. And also, I've kind of figured out how to drive this track, so that helps. That definitely makes a difference. Being able to drive, lap 78, blessed number. Can we get Darian in? No, every time Darian shows up, something bad happens. I don't need that. I do not need this karma. Do not put that evil on me. Do not put that evil on me, Travis Knoll. I don't hate the dirty air mechanics in this game because it's subtle. Like, it's something that you have to learn as you're playing the game. And it's not bad. Like, it's not really bad dirty air. Like, if the draft meter is empty, you're not getting any dirty air. Sometimes you can be in line following in the tire tracks of these guys in this game, and you will not be getting draft points. So imagine if it was the 2019 package. Y'all remember when I almost fell asleep during the 2019 championship race? In the Cup Series specifically. That sucked. That was a terrible week. Not the peak of my depression, though. Far from the peak. That was Ricky Craven that Newman was struggling to pass. I do want to get, like, all these lap cars. I want to utilize their draft just because of how overpowered the car is in the draft. I don't know if Craven's actually moving out of the way because he's definitely moving out of the way because he's an ally. And he did a terrible job of moving out of the way. What a bitch. Craven, you fucking bitch. Even though I just said that. Whore ass. Alright, well there goes everything that I gained on Newman. And visual damage. So that's awesome. Cool. Great. Wonderful. Spectacular. Watching this on a bus from Boston to LA. Good lord. That sounds like a 2-day trip. Good evening, Alessandro Sebastian. How am I today? I've been better. I've been better. How delayed is this stream? No one has reacted to Ricky Craven being stupid. Does no one care? Does no one care that Ricky Craven is a dumb bitch? There we go. There's a reaction. Hey, we hit 74 viewers. That's good. And I'm still closing, so the car, whilst it has visual damage, we've still got speed, so that's good. That's a donation. Thank you. Kyle Bush owns you for the $4.99. I'm sure you have good memories of that race. I'm sure. Do I not acknowledge your existence? Do you remember earlier when I said that I have this on top chat and not full chat, so I may be missing messages because YouTube doesn't feel like showing me it? Because that is probably the reason why I didn't see that. Because sometimes top chat... You know what, I'm just going to change that now. I know I'm breaking immersion, but I'm just going to change that now if it lets me. Here we go. All messages, thank you. Ow. God, my hand changed. Oh. Ow! Okay. Oh, my hands are killing me. We've just started this race, and I've got, like, full-on arthritis pain from this fucking event. Okay, we've got all chat. Yeah. We have to restart because I broke immersion. True. I do not want to restart because I need to go to bed because I have to work at 5.
I have great memories of the
So I'd like to
2019
be able to be in bed
championship
by
race
9,
KG.
which is feasibly possible. We've been streaming for an hour, and we're on lap 86. So, yeah, I'd say it's possible I could be in bed by 9. But since I have to wake up so late anyway, I have McDonald's in the morning on Saturdays. So I can just get a full caffeine coffee, and we'll just go from there. If it doesn't rain, we got another race at the short track. It got rained out last weekend, and fuck, honestly, I'm glad it did. Okay, so now Craven has already been a bitch in this race, but now he's going to be even more of a bitch. He's not going to give me as much room as he did when he was a 94 ally versus a 64 ally. We're still closing in on Newman, almost halfway through this tire run, and we're still closing on Newman. Really must be said. Car's driving good. It's driving good. But I'm still concerned about the fact that Dale Jr. is closing as he has. Watching on YouTube. Hell yeah. Hey, I will not have biscuit slander in this chat. Buttermilk biscuits are like a gift from the heavens, so I don't want to hear none of that nonsense. So I led like the first 43 laps. Newman's been leading ever since. Dale Jr. got a couple of laps let in, obviously. But I mean, we're still closing on Newman. I shouldn't be as concerned about leading the most laps as I am, but I'm concerned. I am concerned. So, once again, for those just joining, Dale Jr. came into this race with a 10-point lead on Tony Raines, which is me. If I lead the most laps, and win the race, and Dale Jr. finishes second, he's already led a lap. If that happens, it will be a net gain of 10 points to Tony Raines, and me and Dale Jr. will tie in the standings. Which I just is incomprehensible. Incomprehensible in this game. Like, the fact that it happened in 2011, even with, like, you know, the chase format, that's insane in its own right. But like in this game with the full point system, like regardless of how we got here, how many DNFs it took. To be honest, this is probably what it should have looked like from the beginning, because Dale Jr. blew up at, I think, Richmond, and that kind of completely like changed everything. That completely changed like the entire complexity of the season. Like, everything changed that moment. The tiebreaker would be most wins, which I've won 12 races this season, and Dale Jr. has not won 12 races this season. So, by every metric, the tie should go to me, but I don't know if the game's going to do that. This game accurately simulates a lot of other niche NASCAR things, like the All-Star race. Former champions get in the All-Star race. Former winners of the All-Star race get in even if they haven't won. I think. I might be wrong on that one. And like every pole winner gets into the Gatorade duel. But the one thing that I will say that I would lead me to believe that yes, the tie would go to Tony Raines because of wins, is that in NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup, the very first year of the chase format, I don't know if you know this, but the original chase format in 2004 was the top 10 in points would be reset following Richmond. But not just that, also, if you were within 400 points of the points leader, you would also have your points reset to 5,000. And then it would step up 5 points for every position up to first. They accurately modeled that in NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup. If you are within, no matter how many drivers are within 400 points of the points leader in 2005 Chase for the Cup, they will make the chase. I actually made a video about that, but then I deleted all the footage because I'm an idiot. So I never posted it. So I have tested it. I believe I got 32 cars into the chase. So if they accurately modeled that, that leads me to believe that tie will go to whoever has the most wins, which would be Tony Raines. So yes, sorry. That was a very long explanation for that. But I felt like I needed to get that out there just to clarify. To clarify the situation that we find ourselves in. Anyway, we're still closing. Still closing on Newman. Newman had a 6-second lead after the pit stops. Like, can I just point that out? Sterling Marlin is fourth. What a run. I could try that video again. But maybe I could do better. I kind of had my system down like 10 races into the season, so maybe I could do a little bit better. I'm not 100% sure how long they had that rule for. There was some video package in like 2018 where they discussed like the history of the chase formats. And they mentioned that 400-point rule, and that was the first time that I ever heard of the 400-point rule. But they mentioned that, and they got rid of it at some point. And the reason that I remember this is because the guy in the video said, like, after blah blah year, they got rid of the confusing 400-point rule. And I just kind of sat back like, oh yeah, because everything that goes on in current modern day NASCAR points makes so much sense. Yes, thank you. No, being within 400 points of the leader is so confusing. Yeah, It doesn't take literally like 5 words to tell you that. Anyway, lap 100. Lap 100. Lap 100. 167 laps to go in the 2005 NASCAR Cup Series season. I finally caught Newman, but like, just as soon as I did, I'm suddenly like, it's just like IRL, getting his wake. I'm getting in his wake. The fucking 144 is slower than shit. Please fuck off, kindly, thank you. Oh, we're sliding all the way up the track. Fuck. We really do have to slide job everyone that we're lapping. That is actually like a requirement in this race. Oh boy. Come on, car. We close this 6-second gap on Newman. Damn it. We can pass his ass. We can pass his ass. Come on, car. We can do it. I really want to get the most laps led. Because then destiny is in my hands, or whatever. I control my own destiny. Y'all remember the game Destiny? That shit was huge in 2012. I never played it. Probably because it was on It was on PS4, wasn't it? I didn't get a PS4 until like 2018. So. Doobie doobie doobie. Doobie doobie doobie. Car's still driving fine, even though like we're getting late in the tires. And I took out that half round of wet. The car is still driving pretty decently. Can y'all not, please? Can y'all not just slam on the brakes on the straightaway? Could you do that for me, please and thank you? Oh, Newman's caught behind Biffle. Block him, Greg. That's my best friend, Greg Biffle. The Greg Biffle relationship that Tony Raines has had over the course of this playthrough has also been the subject of many a moment. There was a period where he was my best friend, then he was a rival, then he was my friend again. Wholesome stuff. Wholesome stuff. I am very scared of trying to pass Newman because I know the car is just going to slide up the track, and if I run into him, I'm scared I'm just going to die. So, kinda, in a way, I don't really even want to try and pass him. I want to try and, like, get him on the pit lane. I'd rather just beat him in the pit lane. But then again, we have to rely on the pit crew being good. But I think I fired the entire pit crew and hired, like, good guys who should still have some pretty high happiness levels. So that should help us out on pit stops. I can't even get alongside him anyway, so why am I even talking, honestly? See, it's the draft that's pulling me up. Like, that draft is just so powerful. It's just the biggest fucking suck that you've ever seen in your life. Okay. We're alongside him. Come on, car. I need the lead. Dale's closing. He may be 3 seconds back, but no lead is safe with Dale Jr. on this racetrack. I really hope that Tony Stewart kicks on the afterburners and gets around him there, because I see him on the interval there. He's trying to close in on this nonsense. Come on, car. We can do this. Why is this so intense? Why is this fucking game from 2003 so much better than every NASCAR game that's come out in the last 3 years? Why is that? If Dale blows up, I'm gonna be very disappointed because this is top tier content. I can't even lie. This is the stuff of legends. This is the kind of stuff that you can only dream of playing out. Dale's closing! And I haven't passed Newman. I'm gonna try and bait him up into this traffic. Because they should all be my friends. So they should all commit to the very top. Hopefully Newman gets caught behind them and I can just swoop on by like whodunit. Or maybe we'll just take the top lane and just fucking chugga-chugga-choo-choo our way through this shit. When was I supposed to pit? Lap 116, that's right, okay. 6 laps from pitting. 7 laps from pitting, I don't know, I can't do math. This is why I didn't take an engineering degree. This is why I changed my course of study from computer science to, oh, journalism! No, it's not enough. The car is just simply not good enough on the tires now. I'm gonna absolutely blow through Newman's doors on fresh tires. Really? I just need to do some self-preservation here. We just need to survive to the pit stop. We just need to not wreck. Oh, we're sliding. 5 more laps on these tires. I just need to survive. I'm not going to try and pass him. Self-preservation. Unless he just wants to just sniff Kenny Wallace's ass and let me go by, then I will go by. But until then, no. We will be fine. You just have to go.
You got the leader. Stay on his back bumper.
Doobie-doobie-doobie. Yeah. Y'all remember everyone saying how hard it is to pass Ryan Newman? Easier to pass a kidney stone than the Rocket Man. Telling you. They weren't lying. He really is the toughest pass on this racetrack. But let me tell you, the draft is just keeping me with him. And honestly, I think the gap between us and Earnhardt has started to maintain. I might actually be pushing Newman further ahead of Dale Jr., which is probably the best thing that I can do. Come to think of it. Making sure that Newman finishes second and not Dale Jr., like, I'm pretty sure if we tie, the game will give the championship to me, but you're never sure until it happens. Nope, he just cut off a tenth and a half. Okay, so as it turns out, Dale Jr. is still closing. If I pass Newman, will I even drive off from him? Like, I don't know. Like, we're struggling this hard as it is. Fuel tank almost empty, but we can make it to 116. We can actually make it to 117. Which, I mean, shit. That might not even be the worst idea. Maybe I'll go to 117 if I'm still confident in the ability of this car to go in a straight line without dying. Oh, we're sliding. Oh, we're sliding. Oh, we're sliding. We're getting closer and closer to the wall. Let me tell you, that wall is getting concerningly close. Ooh. Oh, we might get there! Jeff Green! No, we're going 3 wide! Oh, 3 wide! Newman doesn't want to give up the lead. He's not even racing for anything, the rat bastard. Dale's closing! He just cut off another 2/10. Damn it, Jeff Green. He's helping his teammate. Oh, that's his prerogative. Look at this shit. Damn it, Jeff. 96 ally, and he just sits in the middle lane. Why, Jeff? Why are you this way? Okay, I'm pitting. Fuck it. Oh, God. Don't take the HUD away. I really need to see that. All right. Pitting! All right, no adjustments. No adjustments. We're fine. Okay. Super Chats. Kyle Bushonji gave me $4.99. He had good memories of the 2019 championship race. I didn't. David gave me $1 for beating Biden in the president race. No, that's a donation. That's an official campaign donation, apparently. Flair OG gave me $5 for having to work tomorrow. Tango down. Thank you, Flair. You've been a loyal viewer for a long time. And I'm very happy to see you here. I'm once again very happy to see everyone here. Terrible pit stop. Fantastic. Fantastic. Great time for a terrible pit stop. Let me tell you. Alright. I'm not taking the access road. Fuck the access road. Give me that sweet, sweet grip. Oh, baby, baby, don't do that. Oh, don't do that. Ooh. Okay, that was concerning. That was moments before disaster right there. Top 10 NASCAR moments, NASCAR pictures taken before disaster. I don't know. Watch Mojo. That's the joke. All right. So, even though that pit stop was fucking horrendous, we should probably gap Newman on this pit stop. If I don't, I'm not concerned. We drove him down from 6 seconds on fresh tires earlier. We should be able to pass him easily when I actually have grip. Oh, boy. Oh, boy! That's a Mickey Mouse impersonation, just to let everyone know. Alright, Jimmy Johnson is going to block me up the track! Jimmy. Did y'all know that I wrote 2 tribute songs to Jimmy Johnson but never recorded them? One was a parody of 8675309 by Tommy Two-Tone, and it was his stats at the time, which was like 81. It was his wins, poles, and championships. And the song went 81, 34, 7 for the 48. And then after the second chorus, it changed to 82, 34, 7 for the 48 because, like, over the course of the song, he won another race. This was 2017 when he was actually good. My second tribute song to Jimmy Johnson was a parody of Heaven by Warrant. And in a very similar vein, this song was very heartfelt, actually. The Tommy Two-Tone parody was a bit satirical, but like the Heaven one was actually, I think, genius. And the line went, 7 isn't so far away for his championships, and closer to 8 every day. And this was in his twilight years, so he was starting to suck. So the next line, it went, 7 isn't so far away, closer to 8 every day. No matter what the stats might say, you'll find a way. And one of the lines from that song was, I think, the best parody lyric that I've ever written in my life, which was the original line in the song goes, I don't need to be a Superman as long as you'll always be my biggest fan. And the way that I fucking inverted it was, I don't need to be your biggest fan as long as you'll always be our Superman. Because Jimmy Johnson's Superman. That was, without a doubt, one of the greatest lines that I've ever... that was one of the greatest lines in any song that I've ever written. Unfortunately, I never finished either of those songs. Yeah. Anyway, we're almost halfway. I'm ahead of Newman, according to the interval. So that's big. We are officially ahead of Newman. Big moment. We have repassed Ryan Newman. Dale Jr. is leading because it's the pit cycle. I think he's pitting right now, though. 74 viewers, let's go! Woo! That is the best news. Anyway, what's up, chat? Oh god, oh, we had some smoke. Oh, that would have been really bad if we got caught a lap down. Holy shit, that would have been the end of this playthrough if we got caught a lap down. That's another thing that I forgot to mention. This track is prone to mid-cycle cautions. It usually only happens on short race lengths where everyone pits together and the field is really bunched up, all coming off the pit lane at the same time and pitting at the same time. But it does happen. There are wrecks on the back stretch at this track. Oh, it's happened a lot. I don't think it's happened during this playthrough, but it happens enough that I'm worried about it. You're naked right now. Tails, that's the best thing you've said all day. Dale's bleeding time on those tires, yeah, but he's gonna have better time on the other end of them. Don't forget, he was faster than me during that last run, but now that Newman's not in front of me, I hope we're in better shape, yeah. So we're 4.5 seconds ahead of Newman. That's big. In parentheses, that's big. That's important. Ashton Lewis murdered Tony Stewart and Jeremy McMurray in this playthrough. Don't forget, he murdered me at Infineon too. Don't forget about that. That was a noted moment in this playthrough.
You're gonna give me 5!
Yeah,
How are the
Homestead
laps
is just
led
weird
looking in
general.
pause
It's just
menu?
we never come to this track. It's just so rare that we even come to this track. And like a lot of times, even when I was little, I'd always win the championship by a full race because I was playing on rookie full assists. So I'd usually just skip Homestead to move on to the next season. So like, even as a youngin', I never drove this track.
Number 10, up high.
Number 10's up high. I'll never forget the first time that I played through NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup.
Seconds back now, 2 seconds.
Oh god, that's a notification. Someone just sent a donation. Thank you. Oh, it's JC. Thank you for the donation, JC. Did it come up on the screen? I don't know if it came up on the screen, but thank you. That's a Streamlabs 5. I will read that on the next pit stop. Thank you, JC.
He's not racing.
Regardless of what you said, you are awesome, and I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. You have no idea. Warburton! Warburton.
Hold your line. He's still there.
Not giving me any room. Hey, we're in the lead. Let's go. Leading more laps.
Keep digging.
That's just what we needed.
Clear on both sides.
Needed that desperately.
22 is right behind you.
Desperately needed that. Okay, so we got 4.2 over Newman and 11 point something over Dale Jr. Newman was closing though. I saw him closing in by a couple of tenths, which is stupid. I drove him down from 6 seconds back on the last run. And somehow he's closing in on me on this run. That makes so much sense, honestly. Honestly, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, I just gained a tenth that lap. Nice. Gaining a tenth. Big difference. Big fucking difference. We are indeed pitting every 58 laps, yes. Next up is lap 174. You can't script this. You truly cannot fucking script this. Yes, I agree. As good as this game is, you're right, it really does not deserve to be considered S tier. I mean, the adjustments that AJ Fails is making could push it into S tier, but like the problem is that a game should not require mods to be S tier. But like, if he can find a perfect balance on everything, I mean, there's so much potential. The sky is the fucking limit. And yes, you can. You can run the top at this track in this game. Here, I will demonstrate. Maybe. We have too much grip. It's not letting me demonstrate. It's much easier to demonstrate when the tires are old and you have no grip. But yes, you can make the top line work very well at this track on old tires. And new tires too, but like, even the middle lane, like right here, even this lane is banked differently than the very bottom. So like, there's options. You have a lot of options at this track. This is honestly a really cool track. 5 seconds ahead. 5 seconds ahead. Halfway, by the way. We passed halfway a couple laps ago, in fact. We got the halfway bonus money. Thank you, Travis Knoll, for the $1.99 for the bonus money. Hell yeah. So, as long as I can hold the lead, we should get the most laps led, because I already had about 42 or 43 laps led before getting passed by Newman earlier. Oh god. Hello? Oh, that's a Discord notification. Fuck.
Wow! That's cool!
So,
Tony Raines with
we
the
took lead,
halfway
like,
money
10
bonus.
laps ago. We only need to lead 135 to get the most laps led bonus. So, hello? Oh, that's a donation. Thank you.
Your right front tire
Oh, I already said thank you for that donation. Shit, never mind. Well, thank you regardless. I should only need to lead for another, like, 70 laps before I have the most laps led lock. The point situation is that Dale Jr. came into this race with a 10-point lead on Tony Raines. So, if I lead the most laps and win the race, no matter what, Tony Raines will win the championship. So, yes. I think Tony is faster than Dale Jr. on the long run. It all depends on when they pit, because the tire differential on the AI is way more noticeable on these longer race lengths. Like, even pitting 2 laps later for the AI, like, they will consistently run faster lap times the entire run. So, he's 3.5 seconds back from Dale! Fine, everything's fine. Oh, we're fine, everything's fine! We're fine, everything's fine. He's taking it easy on you, yeah. So easy. GG easy. Biffle, you're an asshole. Okay, lost a few tenths from that. It's fine. Honestly. No, turn! Ward Burton is faster than me. Dude, I passed him earlier, and he's just stayed in my tire tracks the whole time. I honestly wonder if I should let him pass and just draft with him. Oh, Dale Jr. just took out like a half second that lap. Really must be said, Dale Jr. is faster than me. Boy, this is unreal. 74 viewers, let's go. Hey. So, we still got quite a ways to go in this race. Anything's possible, and Ward is definitely faster than me. I gained time on Newman, but lost time to Dale Jr. I am going to let him go by and see what happens. Because actually, just getting in his draft and just hanging out in his draft for the entire run might not even be the worst idea. Just look at how much more speed I've got. I went 200 in this corner. I've been going 198 in this corner for like the last 5 laps. But with the draft of Ward Burton, I was able to hit 200 going into turn 3. So this is honestly probably the strategy. My old sensei, Ward Burton. Y'all remember the Ward Burton sensei arc? Goodness gracious. $69 viewers. Hell yeah. Look at me celebrating the fact that 5 people left. When I went insane. Are you talking about New Hampshire? That was a good one, honestly. That was a very good race. I was on something that night. And it wasn't good. Yeah, Thunder 2003 Ward Burton swooping in and helping us out. Look at this draft. We gained a half second on Newman since I got behind Ward. This is top tier. Oh, it just went straight. What the fuck was that? It just went straight. Damn, dude, it just went straight. I lost so much time. Well, there goes that half second that I gained. Fuck. Yes, Dale Jr. has some laps led. In fact, I'm going to break immersion quick. He has 11 laps led. So, regardless of how many laps led he gets, he's going to get the 5 bonus points. So, we just need to make sure that I stay out in the lead and just lead every lap that I can. Keep in mind, if I have the most laps led bonus and win this race and Dale Jr. finishes second, we tie in the points. We're going to tie. 2011 wishes that it was this good of a finale. The 2011 Ford 400 did not have Ward Burton. Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Which was better? There is a lot of lore in this game, in this series. You have no idea. You have no idea the depth. The sheer depth of this lore is just wild. Yeah, the trans car was a good race, I will say. That was a very good race. Easter special. Oh. Playable, can I just say that I wish we talked more over the years? I'm sorry that I basically had a psychotic break in late 2020 and basically cut contact. That's on me, honestly. And I wish that didn't happen.
Let's get a new left rear tire.
Here comes Mark Martin. I don't know what tires he's got, but he's faster than me. Dale hasn't gained any lately. I mean, 10 and a half second lead. I mean, he's not going to catch me. It's just Newman. If he catches Newman, then I'm concerned.
CO2 car, it's up high. Number 02 is passing high. All clear, buddy.
Oh, that's a good burp. Oh,
The 4 car is outside.
the 4 car is outside. Look at that. Bill Davis racing up here. Bill Davis racing, having a good time. Oh, that's a donation in the middle of the corner. Oh, I'm still in the corner. I can't read that. Ooh-wee, baby. Ooh-wee.
How much does
Thank
it
you,
cost?
Chris, for the 5. Thank you, Alex Yohani, for being a member. I will read that in a
Tails.
second.
Thank you for becoming
Tristan,
a
for
member.
the old 5.
Sucked me really hard. What the fuck?
Oh, that's a KG Appreciator that's playing right now. Damn.
He's just racing for points. It ain't gonna be at full speed. Look out.
What was that? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that voice clip? I think that was a car returning from the pits. Because he said something about racing for points, and I was thinking, wait, is he commenting on the situation at hand? Okay, I missed that. It was a 5 for the final stream. Thank you, Tristan. I'll read that when I pit next, which is about 20 laps from now. Yes, my skeleton has a name. It's Quickscope Skelly.
The 6 car is right behind you.
If you didn't know, all the way back when I started this channel in 2013, I had a Minecraft playthrough, and I kept getting killed by skeletons, and I called them Quickscope Skellies. So that is why that is a
How much does it
Comcast membership
cost?
$2.99.
Hydrogen bomb versus
Tails.
coughing
Thank
baby.
you for becoming a member.
Thank you for being a member for 4
Sucked me
months.
really
baby.
hard. What the fuck?
Here's a
Hydrogen
5
baby.
for the last stream. I'm
Yeah.
going to miss your Tony Raines streams.
That's another 5. Is that an additional 5? Holy shit, another 5. Thank you for the 5. Don't let me forget to read all this when we pit. Okay, we've got 6 seconds ahead of New. Oh, Stewart's third! Stewart's third! Anthony! My old nemesis is swooping in to save the day at the last second in the 11th hour. Anthony. My man. My man coming in to save the day. Okay, Stewart in third. That helps out so much. That's such a relief, you have no idea. That's such a weight off my shoulders. We'll see if he can keep it. I mean, there's no reason why he shouldn't, because he should. Oh, I take my hand off the controller to scratch my leg for 1 second, and we're wrecking in turn 1.
The 6 car is up high.
He should be able to maintain that spot just because, you know, the AI has very consistent speed. So, he should be able to maintain that spot. Okay, Mark is going to pass me. Dale Jarrett, up from like starting 24th, has driven under green flag condition to 5th. Tony the Killer. Is that a Sly 3 reference? It was the same 5? Damn. Well, thank you for the 5 regardless. I think I've said thank you for that 5 specifically about 8 times now, but regardless. Thank you for the 5. 6-9, hell yeah. With 69 viewers, even better. Truly, this is peak video games. Truly, this is peak video games. Okay, I just said that it's good that Tony Stewart took 3rd, but can't help but notice that he just took like a second out of my lead. That's less good. That's less good. Can Tony Stewart not drive me down from an 11-second gap? Could he do that, please, and thank you. Okay, so as it turns out, Tony Stewart's closing. That's not good. Oh, Jeff Gordon's a fucking... Jeff Gordon rolling chicane. How about that? Look at this bitch. Oh, God! Alex Johanning, once again, give it up. Give it up for the ultimate sugar daddy himself. Thank you, Alex Johanning, for the Benjamin Franklin.
No fucking way! No fucking way! Yeah! Woohoo! That did not just happen!
Congratulations on winning the championship.
Thank you so much. You've been watching for a while, like, not just the streams, but all the way back to the Ballpark 100. But I just can't say thank you enough for everything that you've done specifically Alex Johanning. I mean, every single donation that I've received is ever from the beginning. Every single one of them is just, it's incomprehensible. Someone like me who like probably shouldn't even be alive. Someone like me who probably shouldn't have even been born can like muster an audience that's willing. That's not just willing but eager to just send a couple of bucks here and there. And I can't thank everyone enough for that, but Alex Johanning specifically, I don't know if you're actually supposed to pronounce it Johanning. I know What If pronounces it Johanning, but like, I thought it was a Scandinavian, you know, root. Like, you know, the name Johan. I thought it was like a Danish, Scandinavian, that kind of root, so I've always said it as Johanning. But regardless of how you pronounce your name, I thank you so much for everything that you've done over the years. Like, especially back when I was at the old hotel. Like, your donations were the difference between me being able to, like, you know, take a day off. Because, like, I had to get so much overtime just to be able to make ends meet with my fucking school loans and rent and car payment. I actually didn't have a car payment. I was able to put it all down with the stimulus, but I didn't have a car note. But, like, the point I'm trying to make is that you were the difference many times, and I cannot thank you enough for that. What If says it right? Well, that's disappointing. I think Johanning sounds cooler. And I'm gonna continue saying it. Fuck it! Ah, shit. Newman gained a second. Yeah, the car's starting to fall off, so that's probably gonna happen. Okay, it looks like Dale Jr. has slung a draft off of Tony Stewart and is closing in rapidly. That's not good. But the good news, there is good news. In the wake of this revelation, there is good news. We will be pitting in 7 laps. So this should not be an issue. We'll pit the car, come back onto the track, and things will be good. The car will drive good, and I should be able to pit a little bit earlier for the final stop. because the final run is going to be like, okay, so we pit lap 174 plus 58. Oh, that's some awkward numbers. That'd be 2. It ends in a 2. Carry the 1. 232. It should be lap 232. Should be the final stop on the full fuel run, which would leave us 35 laps to go in the race, but I could pit as early as like lap 220-ish, somewhere around there. Yeah, 220. 219. 219 is the lap that I could pit the earliest, but I'm not going to do that. Probably going to pit on like lap 235. Well, probably earlier than that, but you know what I'm trying to say. And yeah, I missed the 100 to go because I was explaining that shit. Fuck. 100 laps to go, and now it is officially double digits. 99 laps to go in the 2004 NASCAR Thunder Tony Raines playthrough. Holy shit, and we're still in the thick of it. It's not over yet. Especially if Newman does eventually catch me. Which I doubt will happen unless, of course, I'm getting blocked by slow lap cars, by slow fake drivers. Thankfully, the slow AI anticipated Jeff Gordon being in the way early, because for some reason these guys have really good anticipation if you just brake check, like in the middle of a straightaway. Like, they will anticipate that from quite the distance, which is very interesting. I learned that in the No Top 10s Championship video. Anyway. Reminder to check donations. JC, this is why you're the best. Because I would have forgotten. I need a drink, too. Now, this would be the part of the run to try running the top. But I'm scared I'm going to eat the wall. Kind of starting to maintain that gap to Newman. I must have just been putting together a couple of bad laps, or he was just in clean air for a while. But like, look at how good the top is. Like, honestly, look at how good the top is. Look at me just flying down the backstretch. 196 into turn 3. But it's so loose. That's why I'm scared to go to the top, because it's so loose. Oh god, we're still dying. Hello? Spotify, Fear Factory, and Stained live. Personalized concert recommendations in your area. Something tells me that's probably not in my area and you're a lying ass. Something tells me you're full of shit. Okay. 3 seconds. That's honestly pretty good gap. Johnny Benson trying to kill me. That's my old friend Johnny Benson. Amazing that we went from him killing me at Pocono and having probably the most iconic moment of the entire Truex playthrough, and then we went from that to helping him win Sonoma in this playthrough. Anyway, lap 174. A number that defined a generation. We're pitting the car and I'm reading donations. Okay. Thank you, Alex, for the 100. We have not won the championship yet. Tristan gave me 5, missing the streams. I will also be missing the streams. JC, there's his. How are the laps led looking in pause menu? We'll take a look at that after the pit stop. Okay, come on, pit crew. That's a good stop so far. Come on. Yeah, good stop. Under 16 seconds is a good stop. Hell yeah, dude. All right, there's Anthony. Not the new leader. Newman is the new leader. New man. Ryan Newman. Newman character. Anyway. So we're going to have some good laps here. Thanks to fresh tires, differential, blah, blah, blah. You know how NASCAR works. You know how racing works. If you've been watching this long, you know what's going on. You're going to miss PU so much. Yeah. He's held it together. The longest lasting crew member on this team. PU. There's so much lore to this, man. It really must be said that I don't think there's any way that I ever, like, even if I started a new playthrough of anything that lasted the next 10 years, I don't think anything could be as perfect as this series. And what makes this series so good, I think, are the imperfections. I think the fact that I sucked so much at this game at the start and just basically really, like, actually had to learn how to play this game as I'm doing this, I think that, like, that just sets this apart and just how far we've come. Newman's pitting. Thankfully, Dale Jr. will take the lead. This is actually a good thing, because if a caution comes out now, we're on the lead lap, I think. Yes, we're on the lead lap. That's very important. That is, like, vital. A vital thing, to say the least. PU, the least stinky guy you've ever met. True. True. Back when sponsor money was the most important thing, and just being able to endure the DNFs. Just waiting for someone to blow up so I'm not running dead last. But, like, that was always going to happen, especially since I don't use setups. That was always going to happen. We had to get this shit through sheer grit and determination. Because I refuse to use setups. Oh, Casey. There's just so much serotonin that hits my brain when I see that exact shade of red coming up on the horizon. You know, the first thing that I do if I ever do anything with AJ's Thunder 2004 mods is the first thing I'm doing is making Casey the best driver. I hope everyone realizes this and is anticipating that. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We were going to look at the laps led. So, Dale Jr. has 14 laps led. Tony Raines has 86. 86. So, we're looking good, basically. We're in good shape to win most laps led. And this fucking dude is blocking me despite being multiple laps down. Fuck off! Go away. Casey and Ward fighting for championships. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, okay. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Oh, boy, howdy. Oh, boy, howdy. Hey.
3
I don't remember how
for
many
Dale.
laps led did Newman have.
This is a better tribute than your
There's only so
iPod
many
video.
laps left on the board to be rewarded here. Yeah, Newman led 73 laps. Holy shit. So I'm not going to clinch most laps led until we hit the, like, magic 130 mark. Oh, God. Adam Peel with another one. Another one. Thank you for whatever donation that was. I can't see it. Oh, because I'm 3 wide! Oh! Thank you for the donation, whatever it was. Oh my god, and sending it into the pit lane is Jeff Green.
Number 6, Zappa.
It was a 3 for Dale. Thank you.
The 6 car
Thank you for
has
the
gone
3 for
on
Dale.
over.
Did I actually, oh yeah, I did make that, yeah. There's so many Streamlab things. So many Streamlab things.
Carlos. You're clear.
Actually, did you know that Casey had a terrible 2003 season and he should be finishing last every race? Actually. Yeah, I know that. I made an entire video about it. Well, not about that, but like, it was in it.
No one inside.
How about I don't care about that? How about Casey's awesome and he deserves to do good? How about that? Actually. Oh my god, Dale Jr.'s tires are gonna be so much better than mine. Fuck. His tires are going to be like so many laps better. It has been 13 laps since we went down pit road and he is still on the track.
Okay, we're clear. All right.
Burt Lemon with a 10. Haven't seen you around a lot.
Number 15 wants to
Thank
get
you for the
by.
10. I'm also sad this playthrough is coming to an end. It's been a
God.
wild fucking ride.
$10.
$10. Also, sad this playthrough is coming to an end soon.
Oh, we're 4 wide, I guess. No, 3 wide, I mean. Well, same thing. Same concept. $10.
Got one outside. You're clear.
Yeah, Zane Smith is having about the same level of success as Casey did in 2003, and he finished second last week, so I don't want to hear any shit. If the rules were as stupid back in 2003 as they are now, Casey absolutely could have won a race in 2003. Like, let's not kid ourselves.
40 car is outside. Clear all around.
Who's winning? It would be me if people would pit. Yeah, Dale Jr. finally pits 15 laps after I pit. Ugh. Thoughts on Josh Berry to the 21. I'm glad that he's going to a car that's done nothing for the past 6 or 7 years, so I look forward to the car continuing to do nothing.
Number 40, Zappa. The 40 car is looking to pass.
Is he?
You're clear.
Is he really? Doesn't look like it. In fact, it looks like I was the one that was looking to pass, actually. Never mind, there he is, on my inside. What a bitch. What a bitch.
We're clear. No one inside.
Dale Jr. with the nitrogen tires. You're telling me. Alright, now that the field has cycled out, let's find out what the gap is and who is where. At the start of the cycle, Newman was second, Stewart third, Earnhardt fourth. Now, Ward Burton in third. Hell yeah. Okay, Dale Jr. is 14 seconds back. I'm just gonna run this car out until it starts driving like shit. So probably like we were gonna pit. I'm probably gonna pit on like lap 223. I think 223 is the magic lap.
40 car is looking high. Clear all around.
Thoughts on Cole Pern being a bitch? I mean, don't meet your heroes, I guess. I'm just gonna pretend that I didn't see that tweet. And I'm just going to assume. Oh, that's a 2 from Jeremy Isley. Thank you for the 2. Casey should have won the 2006 Daytona 500. Yeah. Yeah, I subscribe to that alternate universe. Y'all remember my What If Jimmy Johnson Died at Watkins Glen in 2000 video? Boy, oh boy, times have changed, haven't they? That's the kind of thing that would require, like, an NR 2003 sim these days. Why, Elliott Sadler? Must you block me all the way off the track?
Clear.
Showing absolutely no respect.
143 car is gaining on you. Number 38.
Do all 20 seasons of this game. Why do you want this?
38 car is still there.
We're gonna be like winning every race because the car is amazing. It's gonna be not interesting in the slightest.
Wow! That's
Why do you want
cool!
this exactly?
Casey should have won the 2006 Daytona 500.
I am surprised that Dale Jr. is not closing in on Newman. Well, he should be on this run because he took so long to come down pit road and Newman was down like 5 laps after I was. But then because he takes so fucking long to pit, he loses so much time, so I don't know. Oh god, Jeff Gordon is just throwing a monkey wrench into this race. And he's still trying to block me despite being 20 miles an hour off the pace. God, I hate Jeff Gordon. Try to win every race in the season? No. Well, I mean, that would be interesting to try and do a 100% season and win every race. But, like, the thing is that if you did that in arcade mode, it would be very easy. And if you did it in this, I mean, Martinsville would be the only really tough track. Bristol, too, just because of the cautions. And then Daytona, which is just, I mean, if you got a good enough car, you should be able to do it no problem, but, you know. Daytona's just kind of a bitch in this game. Even when you have a good car, like, at any other track, it's still, like, nothing. It's possible to keep it interesting. I mean, in theory. But, like, keeping it interesting for this playthrough, for me, was not using setups. That's how I kept things interesting. Was not using setups. And now here we are. In a winner-take-all final race. Lap 200. Lap 200. We are officially 67 laps away from the end of the game. Man, oh man. Yeah, people cheered when Bell wrecked at Nashville. I saw that. And I'm like, damn. Christopher Bell is too cute to be hated. He is nowhere on the level of Harrison Burton, but he is still a cutie. So, like, you know.
My rear's getting worn. Take it easy out there.
Thoughts on Pat Sajak retiring? Man, it's the end of an era left and right. I'm glad he got to go out on his own terms. We all know Alex Trebek couldn't say the same. Oh yeah, everyone hates Toyota. Yeah, that's right. That's probably why. Which paint scheme did he have in that race? Was he in like a Sport Clips car? Maybe they thought he was Hamlin. Yoshi with the 5. Thank you for the 5. Another person who's been around from the beginning. You know, the second part of the beginning. Like, I'm talking like 2016. He's been around for so long. Just a name that I've seen in the comment section in the chat on Discord just for so long. Never forget that he killed Joe Nemechek. Smoke is coming. Smoke on the water. He's coming, but he's 19.9 seconds back. Damn. You're concerned about Dale Jr. being able to make it. So we have a 58 lap fuel cell. Most of these guys in the AI. Oh God, hello.
I'm gonna give you 5.
That's a 5. Is that the same 5 from before? I don't even know. Anyway, we're still playing this game. Harvick just pit again. Didn't Harvick just pit? Wait, excuse me? I appreciate you saying that you want to donate, but if you can't, if you don't have money, don't. I've said it from the beginning. If you can't afford to make ends meet, I can. The difference between me and most YouTubers is that I do this purely for fun. I'm not doing this as a career. I'm not doing this full time. I'm not doing this to make money. I'm doing it to have fun. And I appreciate the donations. That definitely gives me incentive to continue doing it. But at the end of the day, I have a full-time job. I have benefits. I don't need to worry about waking up tomorrow and not being able to make the bills. If you can't afford to live, do not donate to me. In fact, I would rather donate to you, honestly. Like, when it comes down to it, you having money matters more than me having your money. I don't really know how else to explain it. Anyway, we've got people short pitting, which I was planning on doing, but this is absurd. I've heard of short pitting, but shit, I can't even make it from here. Well, actually, no, I can. I can make it from here. It's 58 to go next time by. Interesting. Well then. Oh God, someone hit the wall. Damn. I also had this paint scheme for the 5. It was my first ever Twitter diecast giveaway. You take the laps led? True. How many laps do I have? 105. Newman would get the lead and he would increase his laps led count. That's a good point. That's a good point. Five car ahead. So, Newman would have to lead another 50 laps in order to get the most laps led. He's the only one that can catch me. So, if I stay out until 50 to go, which is 5 laps from now, that's another, speaking of 5, thank you for the 5, Travis Noel. I will read that when we pit. Or maybe I'll read it now. You'll give me 5 as well. Thank you for the 5. Thank you for the 5. It's appreciated. So yeah, 5 laps. I can lock Newman out.
I'll give you 5 as well.
Well, as long as I win, of course. Oh, Harvick, you bitch. Go around me if you're gonna go around me, you sad sack of shit. You fucking sad sack of old sacks. Yeah, the 5 train rolls on. We haven't had a good 5 train since like season 2. But that's fine. Like I said, I don't need it. It's appreciated, but I don't need it. The crew chief does say when you clinch, yes. But that's, I think that's only when you like cross the threshold. Well, actually no. I've heard him say it before getting like half the laps led before, so the game knows. The game knows when you clinch most laps led, so yeah, basically. The Easter stream out of 5 train? Damn, I don't even remember. Oh, Mark's here. Oh, the gang's all here. The, like, ancient GRL gang. Yoshi and Mark. Mark, you're the best. I know I've told you this multiple times, but you are the best. And never forget that. Oh, I see Casey. Yeah. Casey. The man is ahead. It was weird seeing me in the Pontiac, and I was thinking about keeping it the Pontiac. I was thinking of like not even changing the paint scheme at all, but I kind of thought, you know what, we gotta go full circle. We gotta throw it all the way back to the beginning. It's gotta happen. Caution right now would help. It would make it so I wouldn't have to worry about a caution during the pit cycle. Eight-second lead. I mean, Dale Jr. has closed in on Newman.
You're gonna give me 5!
One final Tony Raines time. What's the North Dakota weather
Do I
report?
need a full tank at the stop? No, I don't, but I'm going to be taking 4 tires, so I always take a full tank regardless. If I wanted to play it like that, we could say that 58 is 2 cans, so 39, 29. 29 is 1 can. Hello? Joseph something something via PayPal gave me something. I will read that when I pit in a minute. Thank you, someone, for something. I have a lot of donations to read at the fucking pit stop. Casey! Casey!
Number 41 is still there. Careful. Okay, we're clear.
I'm guessing we're going to hit around 120 viewers in the end. I know a lot of people came in and left, and they're probably going to time it to come back at the very end, or at least they're probably like watching the laps to go counter on the thumbnail or whatever. Pop it in the pop. I mean, that's
First win in a Harvick car, and likely last win in a Harvick-looking
definitely
car.
above 100 though, I'll tell you that much. Thank you, that was a 5 from whoever that was. Thank you, Joseph, for the 5. I will read that momentarily. It was Lombard donating. No. That 5's tainted. Hello? Another Adam Peel donation! How much money do you have? I know we say this to Joe Hanning all the time. Alex Joe Hanning. How you're supposed to say it. How you're supposed to pronounce it. I know we say that to him all the time, but damn, you got deep pockets tonight as well. Thank you for whatever you donated. It's appreciated. Okay, so this is when I said I was going to pit earlier, and this is usually when the car starts falling off. Let's just watch the gap, and I'll think about pitting here soon. Because I'm definitely not going the full fuel length. That'd be another 10 laps. I mean, the car's kind of shit already. Let's take a look at this gap. 7.7. 7.7. Most laps led has been clinched. See, look at me, not even paying attention. Do a barrel roll? I'm not planning on doing a barrel roll today, sorry. You know, it really must be said, we've changed manufacturers 3 times this season. From Chevy to Pontiac back to Chevy. Like, I don't know what they're doing with these bodies, but it's impressive to be able to, it must be like, oh. Yeah, we're pitting this time, actually, as it turns out. It must be like that body in Chorokyu that you can mold and move around to whatever you want, except it's like 6 options. It's whatever you want, and within the boundaries of the game. Within the boundaries of a budget PS2 Japanese import game. You know, whatever you want. Anyway, pitting the car. I really hope there's not a caution. I really hope there's not a caution. Are the appearances of crew members with better overall stats tied to how many shop upgrades you have? I believe, yes. I believe that whenever you get a new shop upgrade, you get a new roll. At least that's how it's worked for me since the start of this playthrough. That's how it's worked for me since the start of the Truex playthrough. Money, stop! I forgot to read the super chats. Sorry, I'll read them at the end of the stream. I'm sorry. Fuck. I'm sorry, that was the final pit stop of the playthrough. And I'm over here fucking bloviating. No, you have successfully distracted me. Final pit stop of the playthrough and the pit crew shone through. PU whipped them into shape. PU made it happen. Thank you, PU. PU is the difference between me having a good pit crew and me losing this championship. And we have a caution. No, no caution, please. I'm so close to Newman, I just need to unlap myself. That's all I gotta do is unlap myself, and we'll be in business. Then the car. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Rod, you sack of shit, 94 ally blocking me off the track. 94 ally blocking me off the track. You whore. Newman's right there. If the caution comes out now, we're fucked. You have no idea how fucked we are if the caution comes out right now. Go, car! I'm so scared. Go, 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 go. Drive, drive, drive. Speed! Speed! Okay, Newman's blocking. That's his prerogative. Oh, we're so much faster, though. And we're going to fly into the corner, into the lead lap. Okay. All right. Everything's fine. Everything is 100% fine. All right. Joy to the world. All right. Everything's great. Okay. We're still in it. We're still in it. Hey. Ricky did help me get that epic Talladega win, but I don't think he was intentionally helping me. I think he was wishing that he had a couple extra horsepower in that thing to... Oh, God, they're so much slower. They're anticipating Jeff Gordon being slow. Oh. Duck it to the inside. He's still trying to block me despite being 30 miles an hour slower. Alright. Everything's fine. Everything is fine, actually. No, it's not fine. Okay, no, never mind. That's all good. Oh, it's all good. Yeah, now we just need to hope that Dale Jr. has a fair fuel cell. Yes, that's true. That is true. But you know what? Given the fact that he pit on the same lap as Kevin Harvick, and Harvick was, like, the first to short pit, I'm pretty confident he's going to have to pit. We really do be 28 seconds behind the lead, though. So, if it stays green, that would not be great. Gordon should have retired sooner. Yeah. Will Raines run out of fuel? I just pit. I just pit. Look at the fuel meter on the screen. So the crazy thing about manufacturers in these games is that when I was little, I bought all the teams in NASCAR 06. And I noticed that Chevy teams have a top speed of 202, Ford teams have a top speed of 198, and like Dodge teams, max upgrades have a max speed of 196. Now I don't know if that's just because like I was like in the lead by myself, or if I was drafting and like it depended on the teammates that I had. So like if it's like Hendrick, they'll probably go faster than like, you know, Ganassi. But I'm pretty sure that Chevys are faster, or at least have higher top speed, at least in those games. That was just me as a child though. You know what? Maybe I was just stupid. Maybe I was just stupid and not paying attention, but I swear on my life that I could only hit 200 in a Chevy. It wouldn't hit in a Ford or a Dodge. What lap did Dale Jr. pit on? I want to say like 191. Which would leave him to run the final 77 laps on fuel. Which is kind of absurd. I mean, I said that we were 28 seconds back, and that's not good, but like, we did gain, we're down to 24 seconds. Like, if we gain a second a lap, we'd get there at lap 260. We'd catch Newman. I mean, if the trends stay, which they should, because this last little run here is like the best of the tires. Can you not, Waltrip? Can you not? That's my old boss, and he's treating me like a scorned ex right now. I know that feeling. Yes, someone in the chat said that I clinched most laps led before pitting, so... I mean, can we confirm that? How many laps led do I have? 120. Newman has 85 laps led, and we've got 30 laps to go, so... Yeah, actually. Yeah, actually. We're starting to slow down the old charge onto Newman. But he is going to pit. Newman will pit. Newman will pit. Because he pit like 5 laps after I did on the last run. So he absolutely has to pit regardless of what this stupid game thinks. Gordon, fuck off.
24 cars down low. Number 24 is right behind you. Clear all around.
Did he have right front damage? I think I saw that in the mirror. Yeah, it's the final countdown. My heart's starting to hurt a little bit, and it's not because of the energy drinks. Yeah, I'm definitely flipping off Jeff Gordon. I mean, I flip off Jeff Gordon every single time I pass him, but that time especially, it was a very hard flipping off. It was a very, very stiff middle finger for sure. Yeah, I thought I saw his fender gone, which really leads me to question what exactly happened to him, because he blew up and pit. And maybe he was one of the bits of smoke that we've seen so far here. The season ends in under 30 laps. Tens of thousands of laps have been turned in this playthrough, and that does not include the laps that I sat out of a race because I DNF'd. We have without a doubt traversed like well over 25,000 laps, because a full season's like 11,000, and we've done 3. So I would say, give or take the amount of DNFs, we've done over 25,000 laps in this playthrough. Over 30,000 if you include the first season. No cautions yet. I've almost wrecked twice. There is total lap stats, that's true. I think Casey was the lap leader, completing the most laps on the season so far. So that's cool. Favorite win in this playthrough? Talladega. It does not get better than that. We've had some good races, but it doesn't get better than that. This has been a good race. And there, he just said Newman's coming down. So, Dale Jr. pit about 10 laps after Newman. There is no way he makes it 25 laps. No chance. Really, the question is, where is he going to come out? When's he going to pit and where is he going to come out?
You're clear.
We can make it on fuel, yes. I should change the text on the bottom of the screen to say, yes, we can make it on fuel. That would be a problem if there was a caution because they could drive me down on fresh tires. Well, then I'll just pit. I will simply pit the car. We'll make it up from the back. I'm way faster than them. I'm way faster than them when they've got, you know, a big tire advantage. Like, depending on how many laps to go it is, I'll probably pit. Shit. But if the caution's out with, like, a 2 to go restart, maybe I don't pit. Fuck me. I'm no longer a bellhop. If you missed the start of the stream, I made the announcement I no longer work at the hotel. My last day was over a month ago. No regrets there. Did Dale pit? You see the big fat red car on the pit lane? The big, oh yeah, the big bright red fat red car. Thick veiny red car on the pit road. Okay. Here we go. This is it. We got a giant pile of traffic to get through. Oh, and we got Jeff Gordon. Fucking asshole. All right. So now it comes down to Anthony Wayne Stewart, the absolute legend, who became a meme in the first season, who was an unstoppable force of nature, who was my biggest rival at the start of the playthrough until Dale Jr. emerged this season. And it's been an off year for Anthony, but he's got a couple of wins here and there. Can he make it on fuel? I highly doubt it. We can indeed get a tie. If Dale Jr. finishes one position behind me, we will tie. Because I have most laps led and he has 1 lap led. And we came into this race 10 points back. I was going to set the thumbnail to be the point standings, but I forgot to do that. We got 20 laps left. 20 laps to go in the Tony Raines playthrough. 3 seasons of 100% race length races on legend difficulty from the outset. And now there's only 20 laps to go, coming to 19. And Dale Jr. is behind both Newman and Rudd, which is surprising. There's a Casey sighting. I am not announcing where I work now. I should never have said that I worked at a hotel to begin with. We had some good stories, but I really should not have ever said anything about that. Brett Bodine. 10 more minutes of this playthrough, I know. That's crazy to think. Alright, Stewart, pit. Harvick's up here. Excuse me? What's Harvick doing back there? Where did he come from? Mister, where did he come from? Legitimately. I am very confused. That's Jimmy Johnson pitting in the lead, Tony Raines. Dale Jr.'s 5th. He's past Rudd. He's 4.5 seconds behind Newman, but he's got like 5 lap fresher tires. What if Johnson just won and never pit? That would be a very NASCAR Thunder 2004 thing to happen, honestly. Alright, well there's Anthony on his fresher tires. Oh, God. There he is, man. We've had some good times and we've had some bad times with old Anthony. I think the only way that we can properly send the series off is if I become friends with Anthony Stewart. Because, like, he's the one person, like, in this entire playthrough that I've not been an ally with. I've even been an ally with Dale Jr., I think. Hello? Excuse you? What are you fucking reacting for? Okay, this is way more work than it's worth. This is way too much work. And he's probably faster than me anyway. 20-second lead! 20-second lead over Newman. Hey, remember when he drove off to a 6-second lead and it was looking like this race was going to be a lot more interesting? Thank you, Kyle Busch owns you for the $1.99. Going to break in a nice cold Sterling Marlin after this one, yeah. I still don't drink. I still don't drink.
Wow! That's cool!
I'm gonna break out to ice cold Sterling
It was very
Marlin.
humbling at the start, you're right. Because, like, not only was I slower than shit, but I also was terrible at this game. And was overdriving it all the time, and kept, like, dying on the long run because the tires kept falling off because I kept setting the PSI to, like, 23. So I kept having a wrecking loose car the entire time, and there's fucking Jeff Gordon again. Dude's really trying to make this final race all about him. What a diva. Do I have a payday bar to eat? I was thinking about getting a payday bar, but I never did. Dale Jr. to third. If I didn't get most laps led, if I didn't pass Newman to get most laps led, as a matter of fact, let's just take a gander at that quick. Oh, it's close. It's close. If Newman got the most laps led, I would have needed him to finish between me and Dale Jr. Well, actually, yeah. We would have tied if he got the most laps led and I didn't. And he finished, and Dale Jr. finished third, so. This was actually a lot closer than it looked. Oh my God, he just made up 2 seconds. Dale Jr. just made up 2 seconds on Newman. Excuse me, this is not happening. There is no way that Dale Jr. is going to get second in a second. There is no way. No chance. If Dale Jr. gets second, we will time points. And I still don't know who's going to win the championship under that scenario. Oh. Okay. Did you know that in the heat games, if you have a tie in the final round, both cars make the final round? So it's a 5-car final round. Oh! I found that out testing the truck in Xfinity Heat 4 seasons, or Heat 3 and 4 seasons. Tiebreaker should be wins. By all accounts, it should be wins, but I don't know if EA programmed it correctly. He's closing! A 1.5 seconds behind Newman! How? How is this gonna be how this ends? 10 laps to go. Single-digit lap counts incoming. 4 years, 5 months, and 18 days since the start of the Tony Raines playthrough. And you know what else? We got 96 viewers. That's also a Tony Raines number. Dale Jr.'s got it under a second. No, never mind. He's actually lost time that lap, sorry. Yeah, we got Roger Goodell up in the booth calling the shots in this race because holy shit. Okay, I think Johnny's faster. I'm just gonna let his ass go because I don't need this shit. I don't need this shit. Just leave me alone. I said leave me alone! Okay, never mind. Dale Jr. is 2/10 behind Newman. He's trying. I just lost 2 seconds, by the way. We were 23 seconds ahead. We are now 21 seconds ahead. We can still lose this. We can still lose this.
Might be time for a new left rear tire.
Oh my my goodness gracious. Coming to 7 laps to go. 7 is the amount of years that I was thinking about doing this playthrough. I had this idea all the way back in 2017, but I didn't think it would ever be feasibly possible. Especially when I was in college and had shit internet and no time to stream. Dale Jr. took second. We're going to tie. We're going to tie. We're going to tie. Six laps to go. He's closing in by multiple seconds per lap. This is some Xfinity 2020 Texas type shit. We just gotta hang on. He's closing, dude. How the fuck is this happening? How? You can't script this. You cannot script this. This is absurd. 5 laps to go. 5, the most iconic number on this channel. There has never been a number more iconic on this channel and more unfortunate that I have to associate with after Larson took the fucking car. But I will always remember the number back when Mark Martin was driving it, and he gave me hope for the first time in like my entire life. It was crushed, of course, like everything else in my life, but hey, you live and you learn. 4 laps to go. 99 viewers. 4 to go! No caution. Well, actually, caution now. The race ends under caution, so honestly, fuck it. Oh, just go by. Fuck all of you. Just go by. Okay, out of turn 4, coming to the line. Laps to go. 3 for Dale. And Dale is looking down on his son right now in the universe. Dale Jr. won the championship last season, and he took the points lead early on. Well, actually, I led for a while, and then he took the points lead, and everyone thought that this was the beginning of the Dale Jr. dynasty, but no. Base Motorsports, after Michael Waltrip fired me from Michael Waltrip Racing, Base Motorsports came back and came back swinging. We closed back in on the points, and now we're 2 laps away. 2 laps away. We're already getting 5s. Pat, a long time coming, Pat. Thank you for, you've been here since the beginning. Jeff Gordon is going to block me like a shithead. But thank you for the 5. Thank you as always. Thank you everyone for coming out to the stream. We've got 107 viewers. 4.5 years in the making. Coming to the line. 100% race length, legend difficulty, career mode, NASCAR Thunder 2004. From the beginning, the white flag is out. We are tied in the points. Dale Jr. has done everything that he could. And, I mean, it would be a lot more entertaining if he wasn't 15 seconds back. But at the same time, I'm still not sure if the game's going to give me the championship. It's been a long time from the fucking beginning when I was in the shithole apartment. I never could have imagined this series would turn out like this. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been totally
A long
Ford
time
400
coming.
has been won.
Not a single caution lap was run in the whole
And not a single time. We went so long over this playthrough. Race, basically. It was
Do
always
not
a
yield.
Didn't see
Point.
much in his
Believe
rearview
I
mirror on
down
that
to
last
me
lap.
race
He
to
just
victory.
cruised around to
To
victory.
glory.
He worked hard to build that cushion on his lead. Pays off when you cross the finish line all by yourself.
The 174 car ran a very respectable race, and I think some other drivers are taking notice.
Yeah, you know the golden rule. Well, it applies in NASCAR as well. You got to treat other drivers with respect in order to earn theirs.
Thank you for becoming a member.
No, thanks for watching.
Something really hard. What
Thanks,
the fuck?
Ran. Really, calling out the old formaldehyde. No
You
burnout.
got it, Mikey.
We're not doing a burnout until we know for sure. We're not doing a burnout until we know for sure. Come on. Bringing it into victory lane. Oh, I forgot. No, I didn't forget. This cutscene plays before we get to see the final bits. If we have the big trophy, we won. We belong. We belong to the light. We belong to the thunder. We belong to the sound of the words we both fallen under. Whenever we deny or embrace, for worse or for better, we belong. We belong. We belong together. We did it! You got it, Mikey! We got the Homestead Road Course, too. I didn't even know that was in this game. Sure, why not? That proves it right there. We got the trophy. And, yeah. We tied. We fucking tied. There's just no other way this could have ended. 18 lead changes, no cautions, 138 laps led. That really isn't a very special number, but hey, what you gonna do? You can't win them all, right? Newman third, second most laps led. A good run for Sterling Marlin, comes home ninth. Michael Waltrip started fourth, finished 11th. Didn't he almost win here once? Johnny Benson 4th, Ward Burton 15th. Terry Labonte, always the DraftKings lock of the race. Terry Labonte drives to 17th. Jeff Green, there's people shooting off fireworks outside for good reason. Jeremy Mayfield started last, finishes 23rd. Kevin Grubb had a decent finish. Casey improved from his starting position. And as far as DNFs, Gordon went out. Kurt. He had such a good car. Drove from 15th to 2nd in the first couple of laps. And then he blew up. Oh my goodness gracious. The fucking Roush cars. We didn't get to experience one last Ashton Lewis murder. That's a shame. And Steve Park is the final last place finisher in NASCAR Thunder 2004 Tony Raines. Yeah, we did talk about Bobby Labonte at the onset there. We did talk about Bobby Labonte on the pre-race. And there you have it. We're going to save the game, actually, I think. Yeah, they are shooting off fireworks outside. Either that or it's storming again. It has stormed a lot lately, which I don't mind. Okay. Well, there you have it. Let's take a fucking look. I mean... How? 36 races! And this is how it ends! How? Check Dale's stats. He didn't get it. He's not the champion. We're the champion. And we'll keep on fighting to the end. This is insane. 36 races. Tiebreaker race. No, I need to go to bed. Okay? 36 race season. And this is how it ends. I had to lead. Must I emphasize, I had to lead the most laps and win because Dale Jr. finished second with a lap led. How? Yeah. Eat your fucking heart out, Brian France. But let's just take a gander. 36 poles, 108 starts, 16 wins, 29 top fives, 29 career top fives, 32 career top tens. Really must be said, that is a career right there. Average start is 15.3. Average finish is 23. My average finish at the end was 10 exactly. 10,000 total points accumulated. Average standings 23rd. Dale Jr. had a great season. Better than mine, honestly. He had an 8.8 average finish, and he did not win the championship. What a twist of fate. What a twist of fate. But that is 18 wins for his ass. Yeah. Harvick third. 9 career wins. He had 29 top 10s. Had a better average finish than me. Gordon 4th, 65 career wins. I had a better average finish than him at least. So that's good. Ricky Rudd, 29 career wins. He kept his streak up, except for when he didn't. And Newman, only 4 career wins for Ryan Newman. Wow. Mark got to 36. He had a win every season. Exactly 1 win every season. What a legend. Sterling Marlin got, holy goddamn shit. Sterling Marlin got 8 wins in this playthrough. Dale Jarrett got 4. And Anthony, what else can you say? 17 wins, 1 championship. The only other champion besides me and Earnhardt. No polls in 2005 because I was getting pretty much all of them. Labonte got 2 wins. Kurt Busch got 2 wins in 2004. Rusty got 1 in 2003 and then never did anything. Jimmy Johnson got no wins. Get fucked. Kenseth got no wins. He should have got a Daytona 500, so that sucks. Burton was really good in 2003. Actually, he was kind of shit in 2003, but he got 2 wins, and that got me into the All-Star race. Waltrip, 4-time winner. Ward Burton got no wins, despite being an absolute legend. He did not get any wins. Depressing. Johnny Benson won Infineon this year. Terry Labonte got 2 wins in 2004. McMurray got none, so he's been a bust. Craven got none. Mayfield got none. Sadler got 1 win in 2004. Jeff Green got 1. 2004 was a fucked up season. Joe Nemechek won twice. He kissed the bricks at one point, I'm pretty sure. Nadu didn't do anything. Steve Park got a win in 2003. I think that was Dover. Robbie Gordon got a Daytona 500. Kenny Wallace got 2 wins. David Green did nothing. Kevin Grubb did nothing. Chase Montgomery did nothing. Stan Barrett did nothing. Casey did get 3 wins, so I was right. He had a horrible season because I didn't DNF ever. Brett Bodine. 2-time Martinsville winner, Brett Bodine. 3 career wins. Ashton Lewis did nothing. Hermie Sadler did nothing. Greg Biffle did nothing. Jack Sprague did nothing. Fittipaldi got 2 wins for Fittipaldi. And then we got a bunch of fake drivers, and that's everything there. All right, stats. How about some fat stats? 20 poles in 2005 for Tony Raines. Obviously, we got the most wins. Stewart second with 4. Most top 5s, tied with Harvick. Not even in the top 5. Well, actually tied for 5th in the top 5 for most top 10s. Didn't get the best average start thanks to fucking Scott Smith and his 1 fucking start. With his P5. Once again, did not get the best average finish. Most laps led by far, 3,803. Did get the top speed, that's nifty. Casey got the most laps of the season. Good job, Casey. He led exactly 1 position, exactly 1 statistic. What a god. Good job. And then just think at the beginning of this playthrough. I had no friends. I kept getting a bunch of rivals, but now take a look. Everyone in the field, for the most part, respects Tony Raines. After all those years of everyone hating me and blocking me off the track all the time, now everyone has respect for me. Let's take a look at these awards, I guess. Rookie of the Year is Brad Carter. Congratulations. He ran 5 races. What a stud. Most poles, obviously. Manufacturer goes to Chevy with 274. There's some numerology, and we've already seen the lap champion, so. Here's everyone that led laps in 2005. It was mostly Tony Raines. And, yeah. And that's where it ends. That is the Tony Raines playthrough. We did it. We struggled for so long. We struggled. We got no top 10s. 0 top 10s, and they're rioting in Weibo. Let me tell you, the highway is on fire. Yeah, don't let me forget to read super chats. I'll read those now so I don't forget later. Oh yeah, that's a good point. We should do silly season. What's going to happen? What's going to happen next year? I'm not going to save. We're just going to have this be the end of the save. I might upload this save file if people want to continue playing it. Starting a new season will reset some of your stats. Oh. Well, actually, this is a pretty good draw. Brent Bodine, the legend. 2-time Martinsville winner, one of my best friends. He got no top 10s this season. One of the first people to wreck me back in the very beginning of this playthrough. He retires with 3 wins, and he's replaced by Mike Bliss. Absolutely fantastic. And then we lose Dale Jarrett, who's a bitch, so nothing of value was lost. Dale Jarrett's such a bitch. But he's replaced by Coy Gibbs. I mean, that's pretty good. Coy Gibbs, rest in peace. Rest in peace. All right, let me read these super chats before I forget. We could take over Brett Bodine's car, that's true. All right, Flair OJ gave me 5, thank you. Vikings All Day was a member for 3 months. Thunder 04 career mode pack, yeah. We'll see about that. Pat gave me 5, thank you for the 5. Breaky gave me 5. That's another dude that's been around for a long time and was an absolute legend back in the day. He's still a legend. Don't get me wrong, but back in the day, he was one of the top guys. Now the epilogue is up to the viewers, exactly. You determine what happens from here on out. You determine the career of Tony Raines. Kyle Bush owns, you gave me $1.99 for breaking out a Sterling Marlin. I'd consider doing that if I drank, but I don't. I hate alcohol. Buckshot Jones gave 5. Thanks. Adam Peel gave 5. First win in a Harvick car and likely a last win in a Harvick-looking car. You're not wrong. Thank you for the 5. Letcaster gave me 5. One final Tony Raines question. What's the ND weather report? It hasn't stopped raining for like the last 2 weeks, and I'm loving it. Travis Knoll gave me 5. Thank you for the 5. Yoshi gave me 5. Thank you for the 5. Jeremy Isley gave me 2. Casey should be winning the 2006 Daytona 500. True. Hey, you know what? If you want to take this, save file when I upload it, maybe you can make Casey have the 2006 Daytona 500. Burt Lemon gave me 10. Thank you. You were another legend from the olden days. Adam Peel gave 3. This is a better tribute than the iPod video. I disagree. That's one of my best videos, I think. Alex Johanning, the absolute stud, who, despite the fact that I have mispronounced his name for the last 6 years, is still willing to give me hundreds. What a god. Thank you so much for the 100. And we did win the championship, so I guess that was not a jinx. Thank you for that. Tristan gave me 5. I will also miss the Tony Raines series. Clable has been a member for 4 months. Another legend. Joe Hanning has been a member for 16 months. Sorry. Travis Knoll gave me $1.99 for the halfway bonus, so that just tells you how many donations there were after the halfway point. JC gave me 5 to look at the amount of laps led. Thankfully, we got the most laps led, and that didn't matter in the end. Kyle Busch gave me $4.99. Great memories of the 2019 championship race. I don't, but thank you for the $4.99. David gave $1 for me beating Biden in the presidential race. Hell yeah, dude. Lyle Bailey was a member for 20 more months for the same reason. LeDuc was a member for 28 months. Prayers for John Force. Yes, that dude is stronger than I am, and he's like 80, so respect. Flair gave me 5 all the way at the start of the stream. Thank you for the 5 again. Braden Taylor was a member for 16 months. Will I make a best moments compilation? Maybe. I'll try. I'll give it a shot. Adam Peel gave me 7 for the end of an era. You have no idea how true that is. Jeremy Isley gave me 2 for being around since 2015. What a legend. Racing motherfucking Collie gave 2. It has indeed been a long drive. Thank you for being around as long as you were. Janie Land was a member for 24 months. 29 months for Adam Peel. I think the longest lasting member. What a legend. Travis Knoll was a member for 19 months. When darkness turns to light. You're not wrong about that. And the first stream alert for the stream was Yoshi for being a member for 20 months. And yeah, like I said, that's it. And I know the question on everyone's mind from like the start of this season The question on everybody's mind is what's next? What's next? Well, for a long time, I thought I knew what was next. For a long time I did. Longer than you imagine. I thought I had a good idea of what the future was going to look like. I thought I knew what the rest of my life was going to look like. But, unfortunately, life gives you lemons, and then it takes away the lemons. One moment you're living the dream, and the next you wake up. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, there's nothing that I can say other than I just have to say it. For the last 2 years, I have been getting cheated on. I know this comes as a surprise to everyone. Most of you didn't even know that I've been in a relationship for a long, long, long time. And only JC knew for the longest time. Only JC knew. But during the Indianapolis trip, the Indy 500 trip, I found out that I've been getting cheated on for the last 2 years. So, and if that's not enough, last week, I saw on Instagram that they're engaged. There's no turning back. There's no learning from your mistakes. There's no having any patience and assessing the situation and realizing what you're getting yourself into. No. And the thing is that what pisses me off the most is that I had to figure this out on my own both times. I had to figure out that I was getting cheated on, and I had to figure out that they were engaged. I had to figure that out myself. He didn't have the fucking balls to tell me himself. And the feeling is indescribable. When I saw that post, I literally felt in my chest actually, I've heard people describing getting stabbed as a hot sensation that floods the spot where it happens. It literally felt like I was stabbed directly in the heart. My entire chest got hot, and I felt it through my entire body. I thought that I had the rest of my life figured out. I thought that I was gonna get this new job with an international brand that would have job openings in any corner of America. And I thought I'd be able to transfer out to Indianapolis. And I thought I'd be able to live out the rest of my life happy. But just as soon as you realize, before you can even realize what's happened, it's over. I am just, and I genuinely don't think I'm the same person anymore. Ever since, it's the only thing that's been on my mind, and how can it not be when you think that you've been in a relationship with someone for years of your life? When you've shared moments that you can never take back, when you've said things that you wouldn't say to anyone else, when you thought that you had the best day of your life and it was all fake, you were being cheated on the best day of your life. I spent $3,000 so I could spend 2 weeks of my life with him. I put 6,000 miles on my car just so I could be with him. And it was great. Last year, it was great. I had never known anything like that. I'm 27 years old. And I was an ugly, stupid motherfucking bitch, fat, smelly, bad teeth, dumb-looking piece of shit, terrible person. I was a terrible person in high school. I was a terrible human and a terrible everything. And no one fucking liked me then. I mean, there were people that liked me. There were people that hung out with me. They thought I was funny. But no one ever appreciated my company. All I did was work. I didn't have anyone's phone numbers. No one ever called me up to hang out with me. And most crucially, no one ever asked me out in the entirety of high school because I was a fat, ugly piece of shit. So I went for the first 19 years of my life without having any idea what it's like to be loved. And then I tried it out in college, and that only lasted 2 weeks because A, I really wasn't even into her, and B, probably gay. So that didn't work out. That was all fake, to be fair. But hey, at least I broke it off after 2 weeks instead of, 3 fucking years? So yeah, basically, that was how that went. And then, for the rest of college, once again, I was still pretty fat and pretty ugly. And then I transferred, and I was just the weird guy that had no friends because I transferred in my junior year to a school that I knew nobody. So no one asked me out then either. So here I am, 2019, graduating college. And now I'm getting saddled with debt. And then it trickles into 2020. And I'm having the worst year of my life. Where absolutely everything that can go wrong will go wrong. And I've got so much debt that I have to work 60-hour weeks. And through it all, through everything, I'm 23 years old and I've never been in an actual real relationship. And then you got someone that comes along and makes every day worth waking up for and always has something good to say and is always there when I upload a video just to tell me, just to jot down their favorite moment and just to someone to wake up to a good message every morning. And the last thing that I do at night is tell them good night. And that goes on and on and on until you finally got a real job and you've got some savings. And you're like, hey, I could take a break from work. I've got vacation time, I've got money, I've got a reliable car. And you go out you drive as far away from home as you've driven in your life, and you don't even know if it's gonna work out. And then you get there, and it's better than you can ever imagine. When you've been alive for 26 years and you've never felt what it's like to actually be loved like that. And it's a feeling that you could never imagine. And then you go out and you meet all your online friends. You meet a bunch of people that you've been talking to for years. And then you sit down and you watch probably the best cup race in the last 4 years. And you're in the grandstands watching Michael McDowell win in the Cup Series. And not only that, but he kicks Chase Elliott's ass while doing so. And you're in the grandstands basically like your hands are numb. Because it's Like, there's no way it goes green, right? Like, there's no way that they're gonna let this go green and finish out, but it did. And, like, every lap that ticks by, it's just like... But... That was the best day of my life. I got to see Michael McDowell kick Chase Elliott's ass in person. And I got to walk back to the car and like go through the infield, and I got to watch him kiss the bricks.
Thank you for becoming
And
a
all the
member.
while, all the way
Sucked
back,
me
you're
really
just
hard.
shit-talking Chase
What
Elliott
the
the
fuck?
entire time. Can't spell Elliott without an L. The entire time back, you're just shit-talking Chase Elliott, and it's the biggest form of catharsis since fucking 2021 shut the fuck up over that. But not only all that, fuck
Stop
all of that.
making me cry.
You're doing
Take
it with
my
the
money.
person that you think you're gonna be with for the rest of your life. The person that made every day worth waking up for when you were depressed and nothing was going right and everything in the fucking world was going against you. You always had him there. I always had him there. And now, it's been a week. This is the longest in the last 4 years that it's been since I talked to him last. It's not fucking right. It's not fucking right. It's like... And it comes down to the fact that, yeah, sure, I've lived in North Dakota my whole life. And I know you probably don't want to move out here to this stupid place where the winter sucks ass, but do you think I want to be here? Do you think I've wanted to be here all these fucking years? When you went through all your problems? Every issue that you had and all the things that you needed someone there for? And I couldn't do anything but just call or just put some text on the screen just to be like, just to put a fucking hug emoji in? You think that's what I wanted? I don't want to be here. I haven't wanted to be here for 3 years. At any moment, why do you think that I changed my fucking job? Why do you think I got a job with an international brand where I could fucking relocate at any moment? It would just be a couple of clicks on the computer. And not just that, but like, I played through the Chorokyu game for him, Road Trip Adventure. I played through the Cars games for him. So much of the shit on this channel was for him specifically.
Wow! That's cool!
It doesn't mean nothing. All this fucking time. All of this. 3 fucking years. And I was doing everything in my power to get to you. But you know what? 3 years, $3,000, 6,000 miles. I would do it all again tomorrow. Because what we had that fucking day, I just want it back. But now you're gone. You're literally gone. I haven't seen you online once in the last week. Where are you fucking hiding? This is not what it means to be an adult. Running away from your fucking problems. Like, all these fucking years, I've told you to fucking face your fucking issues. I've told you to legitimately face your fucking problems. This isn't facing your problems. This is not being adult. So I guess the point that I'm trying to make here is that I don't know. I don't know. I think the person that I used to be, the kamikaze games that you used to know, the one that you've seen in every video up to this moment in the last 11 and a half years, I think that person died. I think that person died last week. I've just not been, I can't do anything but think about this. I can't do anything but think about what should have happened. And I just can't stop thinking about, like, what are the fucking things that I could have done differently. But, like, it's 3 fucking years of fucking time to look at. I don't know what the fuck to think. I've just given and given and given so much, and, like, the thing is that all I wanted was him. All I wanted was him. That's all I cared for. Fuck my job. Fuck my house. Fuck this channel. I would delete this fucking channel right now if it meant I could be with him. If it meant I could be there right now. Because what we had was so fucking great. I just don't know if I'm ever gonna have it again. I've been so long without anything. And then I finally had it. I finally had the best thing in my life. And it's fucking gone. And he won't even fucking respond to my texts. It's the best fucking thing I ever had. So I don't know if I'm gonna continue YouTube. I don't have the energy. I can't believe that I made it through this entire stream. Honestly. Honestly, I don't know how I made it through the stream. So, then I was really looking forward to playing F1 Manager 24 because I had it pre-ordered and everything. And the rest of the NASCAR Heat 4 playthrough is pretty decent, but I just don't have it in me. I just don't. I just don't have it in me. So, there's a good chance that I'm going to take probably the longest break that I've ever had on YouTube, and the longest break I've ever had in the last 11 and a half years is about, I think it was 8 days. I still have a backlog of videos that I could upload. I still have every playthrough, but it just feels like it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel like it used to. I mean, it's just hard to explain, honestly. So, but like that being said, like I'm probably gonna be done streaming for a while. Between my work and this, just finding the time to stream has been difficult. I mean, just this stream right here, I should be in bed like a half hour ago. And streaming on Tuesdays is basically my only option at this point. And we hardly get any viewers then. So, well, moving forward, if I do start streaming again, it's going to be on Tuesdays exclusively. Unless they change my work schedule again. But, like, between... Like, it's... The work that I'm doing is hard work now. Like, physical manual labor. Like the first real job that I've had in my life. And... It's tough. And I hardly have any free time, and I have to go to bed so early. I have to go to bed at like 5, so I can wake up at 2 a.m. I'm not kidding. But, like I was saying, I don't want people to remain members if they don't feel like they're getting anything out of it. Because I know $2.99 a month isn't a lot, especially with inflation. Like, back when we started channel memberships, it was probably worth like double what it is now. But the point I'm trying to make is that, also sorry for not looking at the chat this entire time. I've been that's been inside me and building for about a month and a half now. So yeah, basically. But if you don't want to be members anymore, honestly, I don't blame you. If you want to take your donations elsewhere, I don't blame you. But especially memberships. Like, if you want to give someone $2.99, just think of the person that's the most important in your life. And just think of what you could buy them with $3. That's just stupid. It doesn't make any sense, but you know is going to make them laugh. Do that with your $3 instead of sending it to me. Because regardless of how any of this ends, regardless of whether or not I can look back 5 years from now and think this was a learning moment, this was something that needed to happen in order for me to keep going, or if there isn't a 5 years from now. Either way, regardless of how many people in your life come and how many of them go and how many of them stay, there's always going to be an end. The final day is out there. There is going to be a day where the person that you love the most and you would do absolutely anything for, fuck money, fuck time, absolutely anything, you would walk 1,000 miles and walk 100 more. That person is going to be gone. Or you're going to be gone. And that day is coming. Regardless of whether it's tomorrow or 100 years from now. It's coming. So I want everyone out there that's watching this to, I don't know, call your fucking grandma. Call your mom. Let them know everything that they need to know. Everything that you want another chance to tell them. Everything. Just let them know, because you don't fucking know. You don't know when the end is coming. You don't know. You don't fucking know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's kind of the extent of everything that I wanted to say there. I mean, like, it's indescribable. It is truly, I have never in my life thought that I would experience this level of pain. This is on another paradigm. I can't describe it. It's like all of the color and life in this world was just drained. And everything, every waking moment is just nothing. It feels like nothing. But it's worse than nothing. I would rather feel nothing. And I'm not kidding when I said it feels like I died. I don't know if there's another universe where that funnel cloud that passed about 10 miles north of here was just 10 miles further south. I don't know. I don't know if I died in another reality and this is hell. This is the biblical hell or the Islamic hell or whatever the fuck Buddhists believe. Whatever it is, I don't want it. I'm so sick of it. And I don't know when it's gonna end.
Wow!
So yeah,
That's cool!
basically. So if
Tony
anyone out
Raines,
there what's
forever
watching
the
this
champion.
right now hates me, you know, Reddit, great day for Reddit. It's a very good time for Reddit. Everyone on Twitter, X, everyone that hates me on there. Everyone out there that still fucking hates me because I made one fucking tweet about Tyler fucking Reddick 2 years ago, and they still fucking hate me, and they still pray for my fucking failure. Well, congratulations! Congratulations. Round of applause for Reddit and Twitter and every other motherfucker that's hated my guts for the last 11 and a half years. Because you know what? You won. Congratulations. You did it. I literally could not be in a worse situation. I literally could not hurt more than I do now. It is not possible. So good job. You did it. Congratulations. I hope you're happy. I hope you're fucking happy. So I'm sorry that this is how it has to end. Because believe me, I sure did not want this to be how the Tony Raines playthrough ended. This is something that's meant a lot to me for the last 4.5 years. This is something that I've put a lot of time and effort into, a lot of focus, a lot of practice, hours of practice, and hours of playing, and hours of streaming. I was really hoping that this could be a tribute to everyone that, you know, came out and watched these, and everything that you've helped me accomplish over the years, all of you. Every viewer, not just the one that donates. Every single viewer. We've still got 68 viewers somehow. I guess people really do love watching someone fucking die. I'm so fucking glad I never put a face cam on this series, let me tell you that. But I really did want this to be a celebratory thing, but unfortunately life gets in the way. Just like Bumblefoot Ronfall said in his song Lost, we make plans and God laughs. Because I had everything planned out. I had so much ready for the channel. I had so much ready for my life. I had so much to look forward to. And now all of it is gone just like that. So, I don't know if I'm going to upload this like separately. Just like to explain why the uploads are stopping for a while. I'm probably going to take the next couple of months to really just reevaluate my life. Because where we've gotten to. Because thankfully this new job, I'm very secure financially. I'm actually doing alright in that home front. I'm really paying ahead on my student loans and my house. So that's good. But beyond that, I mean, we may as well be back to 2020. Y'all remember when I was going through the race reviews a couple months back? And I was like, that was peak depression KG. That was verge of demonetizing myself KG. Well, I don't know if we're back there or not, but it sure fucking feels like it, so. Fuck my life. But thank you all for coming out and joining us. Once again, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wish this could be different. I really fucking do. I wish everything could be different. But I'm just not okay. I'm just not okay right now. And I don't know when I will be. I don't know if I will be. I don't know if I'm ever going to be okay. So yeah. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everyone I've ever disappointed. I'm sorry for everyone that's ever relied on me, and I've let them down. I'm sorry to everyone that I've ever loved. But most of all, I really should be sorry to myself for putting myself through this and all these bad decisions that I've made through my childhood, through my adolescence, through college, that led to this moment, really. I got no one to blame but myself. And I really hope there isn't a God up there. Because if there is, he is a sick fuck for this. I don't know what else to say. Thanks for watching. And I'm sorry.
Hello, YouTube. My name is Bernie Sanders, and I want to personally thank you for tuning into tonight's stream on the Cover Coffee Games channel. But you all know why I'm here. Yes, that's right. I am once again asking for your financial support. As you are very well aware, there are no exterior sponsorships, including ones from the top 0.1%, on the Kamikaze Games channel. All profits are made entirely from viewers such as yourself. In the chat of every video, which would be on this side of the screen, you can send super chats to Kamikaze Games should you please. Also, in the description of every video, there is a link to Streamlabs, where you can send direct contributions to the Kamikaze Games channel without giving YouTube a cut. There's also other options, such as YouTube memberships, which give you many benefits, including, but not limited to, emojis that you can use, once again, in the chat on this side of the screen. But if that's not enough for you viewers, I understand in this growing and changing world, there may be other ways that you would like to contribute to the Kamikaze Games channel, and that is where I send you over to the Kamikaze Games Spring Store, which is also in the description of every video and has a page on the Kamikaze Games YouTube channel when you select the videos. So, at the Kamikaze Games Spring Store, you can find many amazing products, such as the normal stuff that you would find in a spring store, like the official Kamikaze Games t-shirt. Do you appreciate the graphic design of Kamikaze Games? Well, you can get yourself a shirt that shows your support for the channel. But I know that clothing is usually expensive, and there may be other ways that you would like to contribute to the channel. Well, on the Spring Store, there are many, many amazing products, such as this mug. Do you drink coffee? Do you drink anything? Do you drink water? You can drink water out of this Kamikaze Games mug. And if that's not enough, everyone has to go to sleep every night. You will spend 1/3 of your entire life in bed. Why don't you go to bed with Kamikaze Games? Do you want to sleep with Kamikaze Games? Well, now you can with the official Kamikaze Games pillow. Very good stuff. You can find all of these amazing products in the Kamikaze Games Spring Store in the description of every video. But if that's not enough, ladies and gentlemen in the audience, I have given you plenty of options to send your financial support to Kamikaze Games directly. But if none of this is something that you enjoy, if you don't wear clothing, if you don't drink coffee, if you don't sleep, I bet you listen to music. Did you know that Kamikaze Games is a recording artist with two albums for sale on his eBay store? On the left, you see his original Gas Station CD. Admittedly, by Kamikaze Games himself, it's not a very good album, so, maybe not pick that one. But the one to the right is his follow-up album, Take Me Home. This one is better. It's, half the album is really good. And Kamikaze promises that in the future, he will eventually release an album that is good from start to finish. But for the most part, Take Me Home is good at least 50% of the time. All of these options are available to you, the viewer. Once again, thank you for tuning into today's stream, and we will see you in the next one. I have been Bernie Sanders, and I hope you have a good night. Thank you.